tonight. Hopefully it works better than last night. Should be good.
Couple more could be coming your way. Great stuff with Butch Goy and with Cal Clutterbuck. We are getting closer and closer to game time. Islanders taking on the Boston Bruins. They saw them just a week ago at TD Garden. Can they come up with a different outcome this time? We sure hope so. Alan Furing and Thomas Hickey join the broadcast next to help set the table for puck drop.
So we're going to check out some hockey tonight. We might jump around between a few games, but we shall see. Bruins taking on the Islanders. Don't know who's in goal yet. Pastrnak leads Boston in points with 17. Leads him in assists with 10, or he's tied with McAvoy with 10. Geeky leads the team with 9 goals. Bo Harvard leads the Islanders in points with 13, 7 goals, 6 assists, leading goal scorer. And Anders Lee leads them with 7 assists. Please like, share, subscribe. The game should be coming on in about a minute or two. Game should be coming on any minute. It's a commercial right now. Oof. Fucking stinky. Hopefully we don't have issues with the stream tonight. I apologize for last night. Had some bad weather come through at a bad time. Right when I gave up, the storm actually got really bad. Got really fucking bad. I'm like, oh, no wonder why that shit wasn't working right. Makes sense now. There's some other hockey games on if this one gets out of control. Howard, salute. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, man. Hope you are well. Islanders and Bruins tonight from Long Island.
Ago, and now they have a rematch. They're here at UBS Arena tonight as the Islanders look to build off of the homestand that they kicked off. A nice win over the Columbus Blue Jackets in an exciting manner on Sunday night. Now they look for another 2 points here against a foe in the Boston Bruins. Only lineup change to fill you in on is Ilya Sorokin is going to be your starting netminder. Let's go upstairs now and welcome in Alan Furing and Thomas Hickey.
All right, yeah, thank you so much, Shannon. Why change it as far as the skaters go with the team playing so well right now? The Islanders going for their 3rd straight win tonight, their 5th in a row at home. And Thomas, well, the Islanders started this a week ago when they took on the Boston Bruins. This team had points in 5 straight, then dipped a little bit, lost 3 in a row. Now all of a sudden a chance at a 3-game winning streak, and this team after that unreal comeback on Sunday, they've got all the momentum in the world.
They do. I think the building's still buzzing. That was thrilling. And you know what, Alan? It's the last minute and 7 seconds. That was great, right? But it was the 60 minutes that I liked. And this is a group that I think is understanding. 1 week ago today, played a good 20 minutes and then didn't have it. We're flat, right? And the last game, a great 20 minutes again. They didn't let Columbus Blue Jackets back in. And I think they learned their lesson from what happened against Boston 1 week ago. They get a chance again. 60 minutes against this team that's troubled offensively. Should get the job done for the Islanders.
I think a lot of folks were surprised that David Riddick started the game on Sunday. Ilya Sorokin played his best game in recent memory against the Washington Capitals last Friday, and tonight Patrick Waugh leans on Sorokin.
Yeah, Sorokin was phenomenal. It was his best start of the season, and this group's going to need that coming down the stretch. And I think one thing for Ilya, he would like a first period like David Riddick got last game, but he didn't get that in Washington. Instead, he was pestered with grade A opportunity after grade A opportunity, and the Ilya Sorokin that we know, the guy that keeps his team in it, maybe until they wake up and find their legs. That's what we saw at number 30 in D.C. the other day. And maybe it's a sign of things to come for him. There's been a lot going on for him personally with changes in the goalie coach, a tough season to establish himself, a new backup goaltender. He looks settled. Let's hope that's the trend that moves forward here.
Ilya Sorokin credited his success on Halloween with all the blocked shots in front of him. A bulk of those came on the penalty kill. And what a turnaround it's been for the Islanders PK. As we make sense of the numbers presented by Citizens, you look at the first 9 versus the last 3. The Islanders perfect over their last 3 games. Thomas, after allowing 9 power play goals in the first 9.
Oh, it's been a really good stretch, and maybe Bob Buchner's time with this group in real game action to get some reps, and as you mentioned, 9 in a row for them, and you can kill the 2 minutes of the penalty by having the other team go up and down the ice. 3.
So Bruins Islanders tonight. Bruins beat them 5-2 in the first meeting this year. I believe it was in Boston. Not 100% sure of that. They haven't announced the starting goalie for Boston yet. Only for the Islanders. It's going to be Sorokin. What up, Crispy? Salute.
Trajectory of the game, but a good kill can keep that momentum going for you as well.
And Kyle Palmieri this morning said it's the first kill of the game that is so critical. The Islanders looking to take care of that right off the bat. And for the Islanders in this game, they'll take on the Boston Bruins for the second time in a week. Now, Boston won the first 3 games this season, lost 7 of their next 8. Now, they've found their stride again as they go for a 4th consecutive win. And Thomas, as always, they're led by David Pastrnak, 17 points on this season, including a game-tying goal against the Islanders 1 week ago.
He's a superstar, and last game against New York Islanders was much of the same. Watch the fancy footwork there. I mean, I love watching this guy play, but he draws so much attention. That opens up his line mates. And a guy like Lindholm, and how about this? The trickery, the deception between the legs, and then he made Ilya Sorokin swim, which he can do for any goaltender in the NHL. When we talk about David Pastrnak, you're talking about a guy that can do it on its own. If the Boston Bruins were a playoff team last year, if they can get there this year, he's going to be in the MVP conversation. He is that good. So much fun to watch Islanders team to keep their eyes out.
I can only get
and they'll lean on him a little bit more with Elias Lindholm missing his 2nd straight game with a lower body injury. Well, Simon Holmstrom had the last word on Sunday night. The thriller with his 4th goal in the last 6 games. He's been red hot for most of the year. Simon Holmstrom and the New York Islanders go for their 3rd consecutive win tonight. It's the Islanders and the Bruins. Puck drop next.
Please like, share, subscribe. Hope you guys are having a good night. We're going to probably jump around a little bit. We're going to start with some hockey, see what else develops. If the game's competitive, we'll stick with it. In between periods, we'll check out some other games, possibly some college basketball. A little something different. Baseball's over. So we got all kinds of basketball, hockey, football. The rest of the winter. Winter is coming. Injuries. Elias Lindholm out till at least November 17th for Boston. And Jordan Harris, the defenseman, out until at least December 27th. Maxim Shabanov out for the Islanders tonight. Yeah, it's getting cold here. Quick, Crispy. Quick. Very quick. It wouldn't have been bad today, but it was fucking windy. Windy. I think next week we get into the 40s for real. I saw the chances of a few days like mid 40-ish, maybe less. All the leaves have turned. They're actually coming down quick. There ain't many leaves left in a lot of places. Here we go. Bruins at Islanders. Ilya Sorokin starting for the Islanders in net. 3-4-1, 340 goals against average, 877 save percentage in 8 games this season. Swayman, thank God, is going to be in net. He hasn't been great either. I watched one game, he got shelled. I watched one game, he gave up a couple easy ones. 4-4, 314 goals against average, 89.6 save percentage. Him and Korpisalo have been splitting just about 50% of the work.
History with a multi-goal game. He had 2 against Columbus on Sunday night. Matthew Schaefer on the season, 5 goals and 10 points. He leads all NHLD with his 5 goals. Our puck drop is presented by Vanda Pharmaceuticals. And away we go on a Tuesday night on Long Island. Islanders and Bruins for the second time in 7 days. Cal Ritchie along with Jonathan Drouin and Kyle Palmieri up top to start. Defensively, it's Schaefer and Scott Mayfield. Mayfield will chip the puck in. Bruins back after it. It's rimmed around the boards by Andrew Peak. This one's going to go up and catch part of the netting for an early whistle. Well, Patrick Waugh with the same skaters for the 3rd consecutive game. Why switch it up?
Patrick Waugh, 3rd season as the Islanders head coach, 6-5-1 record this year.
On Sunday, Thomas, obviously the Islanders could have led that game 4-0 in the first.
Face off to the left of Swayman, won by the Bruins. Struggling to get it out of their own end. There we go. Cross center ice. Turnover. Right back in our own end.
This is what you want to see on the hunt from Cal Ritchie on Big Zadorov there. Patrick Waugh was happy for good reason. Here's McAvoy in over the line.
Shoot the puck.
Knocked off his stick. Middlestat could settle it down. Kyle Palmieri walks it out to center. Alan Gearing, Thomas Hickey, and Cal Clutterbuck down at ice level with you tonight. Boston
Bruins
has
in
won
their own
3
end.
games in a row. They most recently played
Bunched
at home
up,
on
trying to get
Saturday,
across
2-1
center
win
ice.
over Carolina.
Into the Islanders end.
Right, a squeak pass. Pollock got knocked down.
Could be an icing. Nope, Swayman's going to have to make a save from full ice.
Got 2 guys coming in on a forecheck.
Nice forecheck by the Islanders.
Play with it. So far, what stood out to me.
Bruins might get hit with an icing. No, puck dies. Good hustle.
There's just been controlled neutral zones in this one so far. Maybe it's a sign of things to come as both these teams feel each other out, which sort of surprised me after seeing each other last week.
Well, Thomas, I got to be honest, the Boston Bruins are breaking the puck out a little better than the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Get it out to the blue line. One-timer. Doesn't make it to Swayman.
Romanov's drive may have caught part of that far
Line change.
tied up with Peak. D'Angelo slowing it down.
So this is what I'm talking about, Al. Some games it starts out, it's back and forth, just sitting right now. And I think for the Bruins, Cal, maybe why they're breaking out so well is that stand that they get to force it down.
Come on,
That's favorable
Boston.
for them.
All bunched up again.
It was a quick transition for the Islanders. If the Columbus Blue Jackets got that puck out in the neutral zone, the D were just quick up in that thing.
Ooh, that was a close one.
There was not much of that last play where Tony D'Angelo just backing up with that puck.
Almost offside on the Islanders.
Islanders' hottest line offensively on the ice. That's Lee, Holmstrom, and Pajot. They have not slowed down one bit in the last 3 to 4 games. It's taken out from
Bruins
behind the
out of their own
net.
end again.
Aspero just his fourth career NHL game.
Over the blue line.
Minton tries to chase it down.
Battling on the end board. Islanders dump it out. Skate.
Race to it. Charlie McAvoy, first one on.
Come on, McAvoy.
No shots on goal as we approach 3 minutes into this first period. Zadorov walks to the red line, challenged by McLean. Shoots it in deep. Adapelli will rim it around and out. And here's McLean. And a step on Zadorov.
Nice play.
Takes it wide. Zadorov strips it away.
Zadorov made a nice play there.
Simons.
Go, shoot it.
The zone. Down the wing. Drag.
There you go. Rebound.
Got a shot off. Battled away by Sorokin. The Bruins take over.
You see this fourth line here. Patrick was asked what he wants for them. It was a
Boston pressing again.
Just energy. That's all he wanted. That group, a pretty good first shift there. Is McLean's probably looking to get a change now.
Islanders dump it in, make a change.
I know Palmieri in hard after it. D'Angelo follows up. Plays it around the corner. No one home for the Islanders. Here's Pastrnak. 17
no
points
penalty.
on the year, tied for 11th in the league. 49 shots on goal
Pastrnak
within
just
the
got
top
bullied off the
7.
puck.
He, along with Morgan Geekie, have been the top offensive presences for Boston. Here's Cal Ritchie and snaps one off the deflects into the corner.
Islanders almost put one by.
Usnadinov. Pastrnak over for Geekie.
Come on,
He's in,
Pasta.
trying to work around Mayfield. The puck slides into the corner past both of them. Usnadinov. Off the line, McAvoy across.
Saves the
Pastrnak
fucking
blocked
ice.
immediately by Ritchie.
Good
Gets
job,
in nicely
Pastrnak.
by
Keeps it in.
Pastrnak. And here's Geekie to lose it out of the
All
zone.
punched
Morgan
up.
Geekie had a 6-game goal-scoring streak come to an end on Saturday. Still, he's got 7 goals in his last 7 games.
Keep it in.
What a start to the season it's
There you
been
go.
for Geekie.
There can't be anything for 3 against this line. Nice job by Mayfield there to just evade Pastrnak.
Islanders clear. Boston keeps it over the red line.
Quick transition like this.
Back
So
over the blue line.
Morgan Geekie in slowly.
Oh, he missed Pastrnak in the slot.
And so Aspero comes back on it for the Bruins.
Come on, Bees.
Barzell watches him. A low event first 5 minutes of this one. Aspero ahead for Zaka.
There you go.
East to west. Yoki Hardy
Good
keeps it deep. Schaefer in on it.
Keep it
Chips it
in.
around the back end. Cut off by Arvidsson.
One time I almost beat him.
It
was wide.
Deflected up off the back glass. Stick battle for it. Zaka grabs it just out in front of Polak.
Oh, right in front.
Front of the net. Skips across the blue panes.
Boston should have finished that one.
Arvidsson. Islanders the red line lead. Gets it in.
For as much as it's Pastrnak.
Islanders threatening.
Here for the Bruins, they're second line. Both their goals in a
Rich shot.
big win
Wide.
in this game. One from this guy, Middlestat, another from this guy, Arvidsson. Those guys are heating up, and they need secondary scoring. I think Marco Sturm's found a little trio there that can provide that on their second
Boston's going to
unit.
switch their lines up, dump it in. No score. 14-20 to go. First period. Tyson. Oh,
Icing call here against the Islanders.
Well, we'll talk about Pastrnak again, and one of his greatest abilities is you see him right here, is his ability to just take off at any given time, read the play before it gets going, and watch this. Barely has possession, and he's gone.
Oh, yeah. That didn't hit off the Islanders' skate. He was out.
Down just a little bit as he took a little bit of blow after that. Other times, it's that
Face
split
off
second,
in
and
the
he's gone
Islanders'
off
end.
to the races. As a defenseman, when I was out against 88,
To the right
he
of
was
the
always
goalie.
made sure his body's in front of mine, even if it means I'm getting
Islanders
revved
win the
up to the
draw.
red line. Far blue
Get it
line.
right out.
He's too dangerous. It doesn't matter.
3 consecutive 100-point seasons for
Bruins
David
back the other
Pastrnak.
way.
Tied for third in
Over
league
the blue
scoring
line,
race a
into
year
the
ago.
zone.
Already a part of
Can't keep it in.
the Czechia team at the upcoming Olympics.
Islanders switch it
Too
up.
shy of 400 right now. Yeah. 3 unbelievable. 3 100-point seasons in a row, and he's certainly on pace for
Boston
another.
dumps one in just over the red line.
Boston with only
Jason.
3 shots in this game so
Not
far.
enough pressure. Can't keep it in.
Drew in, puts it right on the table.
2-on-2.
Palmieri, he's got a path
Oh,
in,
Islanders lost
and
it.
they lost the handle on it. Up and over the Boston blue line.
Do it again.
Future ahead.
Dump and chase.
Aspero fires it hard around. Romano pumps it back behind the net. Polak twists it on for Palmieri.
Right.
Pocket was picked
Keep
by
it in.
Aspero.
There you go.
Aspero rips it all the way back around, reversing it to the right point. Stepping to it, shooting. Yoki Haryu deflects up and out of play.
They're skating so far.
Just getting started here on Long Island. The Islanders still looking for their first shot on goal. It's been physical to get started. Drew it on Pasternak early. Islanders in Bruins.
No score, 13-15 to go in the first. Boston in Long Island to face the Islanders tonight. Please like, share, subscribe. Hope everyone's having a good evening, having a good week. Better stop bundling up. Winter is on its way. What up, Tommy? PC got a win last night. I guess some of the young guys played well. It was against Holy Cross. They make the tournament. They're competitive, but they're not a great team. Not a team PC should lose to. They were up big most of the game. Ended up winning by like double digits. Let's see what happens. I didn't see what URI did or anyone else really close by. I know that Duke game is on tonight against Texas. Depending on what happens in this hockey game, I might check out a little bit of that. Duke, I think, is like number 4 in the country to start the season. I don't think Texas is ranked. I could be wrong. I think Purdue's the number 1 team to start the year out. Ooh, someone just took a stick to the gut for the Islanders. Oof. Face off to the left of the Islanders goalie.
So, got away with one there.
They won it. Right back out.
Certainly one you hold your breath on. You can see the sock kind of flapping around.
Well, they can be so dangerous. It's the same kind of play that
Hey, turnover.
that
3 on 2.
Colorado a couple years ago, ended up missing a couple years because of it.
Good job by the defense.
On the backhand.
That could have been bad.
And that was broken up. Here comes Geeky the other way. Throws on the breaks out in front of Pellick. Pellick gives him a rough ride. Heineman tries to dig it free. Comes out across red. Here's Barzell for Horvat. Steps.
Whipped on it.
And that's
Lucky.
poked off his
Good
stick
job,
by
McAvoy.
Good defensive play for Charlie McAvoy. One-time shot by Pellick breaks the stick. Going to the bench, Geeky. Both teams will
Bruins
change
making a
personnel.
change as well as the
Play in
Islanders.
the first period.
That's some pretty good stuff from Barzell and Horvat and Heineman. The creativity coming across the blue line. Those guys are going to take their chances. If the shiftiness of Barzell was created something there, those guys have been
Islanders pushing
very
the
good
Bruins
since
off the
being
puck a little bit.
reunited in D.C. just last week.
In middle ice a few times.
Horvat and Barzell start side by side.
Oh, they lost it again. Bumped off the puck.
Ritchie centering the second line.
4 on 4.
Up for Pagio. Tries to chase it down.
Islanders
Shoulder with
threatening.
Peak. Holmstrom looks to throw it out front. That was caught off. Andrew Peak bothered by Pagio.
Digging to the puck and back of the goal.
If you want to start something, Matthew Schaefer down the wall like that, your defensemen need to be involved. We talked about how Boston's just clogging it up in the
Bruins.
neutral zone. Maybe the best of your chances
Dumped it out.
come in the offensive zone, getting your team involved. But on the same breath, the Islanders really strong in their structure in the neutral zone to get that thing back.
What up, dog?
Scott Mayfield walks it out across the red line and shoots it in. Yoki Haru reversing it for Aspero.
There you go again.
Islanders are beating the Bruins to every puck right now.
Flips it east to west.
Last minute or two.
Voluntarily sends it right back to
don't
Romano.
like it.
Islanders have to reset. They keep possession. Ritchie shoved into the glass by Aspero. 300 American Hockey League games for Jonathan Aspero before he made
There you
his
go, look
NHL
out.
debut against the Islanders in Boston last week.
And he doesn't come out of the lineup now. I mean, Mason Laura, a really good player, and Aspero just steady. He closes quick. You saw him on Ritchie. That's why he's back in the lineup. And how's that for playing
Islanders
both
dump it
Bruins
into
and
mid-ice.
finding a way to stick for these Bruins.
McAvoy plays it along the
Marcus was
board.
asked this morning about maybe changing up his unit. Again, they're on a 3-game
Battling.
winning streak. He said, look, nothing
Bruins
against
come
Mason
out with
Laura,
it
but I can't make
and
any
lose it.
adjustments right now. has nothing to do with Mason. Cizikas will shoot it in deep. The Bruins are also a bit banged up. Elias Lindholm missing his second game in a row with a lower body injury. Took an open ice hit against Jordan Greenway of the Buffalo Sabres last Thursday. That's a big loss. That's the reason Marat Kusnedinov is centering the top
Come on,
line.
Boston.
He's on the ice right now with Geeky and Pastrnak. Opportunity for Kusnedinov.
They can't keep the puck in, man.
Came over in a trade from Minnesota.
Neither team, really.
Oh, we're halfway home in the first
Come on,
period.
Pasta.
Still looking for that first shot on goal. Jeremy Swayman in his ninth start.
Islanders don't even have a shot on goal.
Sorokin's made 3 saves on his end. Horvath gets it out. Hampus Lindholm grabs it just shy of the red line. Step to it, dumps it in. John Corrali hard in after it.
What's up,
Schaefer
boys?
around to Mayfield, and then ahead for Heineman. Knocked off the puck by Isamar. Either Lindholm, Hampus Lindholm.
The Bruins trying to get out of their own end, D to D. Switch your defenseman.
But he's been a steadying presence on the
Oh, no. Turnover.
across.
What the fuck?
Of Aspero.
Trouble.
With a shot goes wide.
Just wide.
And Holmstrom for D'Angelo. For Pacho in the middle of the ice. Comes through him.
Bruins can't get it. Oh, finally do.
By Isamar.
Gonna be icing? Nope, ain't gonna make it. Lucky
Both
bounce.
teams making changes as D'Angelo will curl in his own end. Passes it on for Holmstrom. Steps around Middlestat. Goes on the breaks 4 goals. The
Caraway,
6 for Simon
after
Holmstrom.
Caraway.
It's a 3-game point streak into this one as well.
Nice job by the Bruins fighting for the puck.
First into the wall. Zaka separates
Good job,
the puck,
Zaka.
no penalty, and Boston back out through center.
Here we go. Shoot it.
Zaka.
Oh, he fucking couldn't get it off the ice. Nice save. Not a great shot. There you go again. Nice save. Walker saves Islanders. Come on, shell this dude. Pass the puck.
Walks the line, pulls up, has the look. Holmstrom not giving him a shooting leg.
Finds his man in the slot. McAvoy wide.
Stick save, Sorokin.
Oh, was hit with the stick.
He's been much busier now in the last minute.
Uh-oh.
Now Richie cuts back.
1-on-2, unsuccessful. Boston almost got caught napping.
Tough situation. Richie, he's a creative guy in that situation. I mean, you may as well try to take him on, but that's 6'7" Zadorov, not an easy guy to get by.
Boston dumps it in.
Long reach.
Try to get it in front. Turnover. Back the other way.
Now Richie, third as an Islander.
Islanders clear the blue line. Turn it over.
He's knocked away from it by Pete.
Ooh, someone ran into the ref.
Tanner Jeannot.
He got his clock
Softly
clean.
play behind the Islanders' net. Hammered around by Pellet, but not out.
Another
Taken away
turnover.
by Barzell. And Barzell picks up speed as he goes, brings it in over the line, drops it for Heineman.
Nice job.
Back towards Barzell, knocks off the wall. Keep around for Lindholm. Lindholm gets it through Mayfield. Castaway didn't see it coming, and so it's icing on the Bruins.
Well, Al, I want to talk about Matthew Schaefer some more and his ability to break out the puck. I mean, we talk about it, we see it all the time, but watch him right here. Watch the shoulder check, looking around, not once, twice, and everyone thinks he's great on the breakouts because of his skating ability. Yes, that is true, but right after that, the same thing is true. Once again, he goes back for another puck and takes a look, and then you make the play, but it's up top of your head as much as it is in your legs, in your hands, in your feet, and all the brilliant things that he does.
5 goals on the season after a couple on Sunday for Matthew Schaefer. Leads all defensemen, not just rookies, but all defensemen in goals with 5. Islanders have 6 goals scored by D, by the way, guys. Tony D'Angelo has the one other. It's pretty much been all Schaefer as far as creating the offense from the defense.
And to think, he stood on the blue line here for the national anthem, and the honorary Islander for the game was about 12 years old. It's crazy for me to think that he's the same, closer to Schaefer's age than Kyle Palmieri is to Schaefer, so I was chuckling about that.
Kusnedinov tries to find a way around Holmstrom.
Move the puck.
Watched by D'Angelo across for Yogi
Waste.
Mario. Shot off of Holmstrom.
Fucking waste of a possession.
On the stick, muscles it ahead. That's the running Joe Cal, Matthew Schaefer living with the Martins right now. And
Nobody there.
Closer to Matt Martins and Sidney's kids' age than
They might have done that just to make a line change. Come on, Bruins, get it together. McAvoy gets it out.
Basically, dress me as. Lay out for me.
Bruins get it deep into the Islander zone and get pushed off the puck again.
So far. Hasn't been
Back around the goal.
It's just been steady.
Yeah, I wouldn't say there's flow, but there's a bit
Out.
of back and forth, almost like a calculated back and forth from the Islanders.
Bruins get it right back in,
Do it here, and the
trying to pressure.
on the breakout's been good. The execution just been okay. but
Battling
I
along
like
the
that there's
boards,
blue
lose it
jerseys
again.
Available for a blue jersey, just like that on the breakout.
Come on.
Islanders
Islanders back the other way. Nice save, Swayman. Nice save.
With about 5 minutes to go in the first period. A good rip from O'Mary. Cal Ritchie hunts down the puck. Angles it out to Mayfield. Duclair fires one
Nice save.
Save Swayman, puck up into the air and then brought down by Bruin. Alec again towards the net.
Come on, get it out.
Duclair hunting for the tip. Alec for Duclair. Big Nikita Zadorov, 6'6", 250 pounds, brings it around and out. Bruins make a change. Islanders trying to catch him in it. Alec with the stretch pass off for Duclair. He's knocked off balance. Puck stolen away by Aspro, and he's drilled from behind by Zizekias. Yoki Haru with the pass.
There you go.
The home run pass rode up off the stick of Arvidsson. Kyle McLean in after it. Punched off for Schaefer. He's Duclair. Bounced off Suzuki.
Puts off the puck again.
Schaefer will take it to safety.
Getting bullied off every puck.
Islanders in here.
Offsides on the Islanders.
Islanders with a little bit more pressure in the last few minutes. Still
Yeah.
scoreless in the first period on one.
Islanders are turning it up. Seems like the last few minutes. No penalties yet. No score. 3:57 to go in the first. Islanders have won 60% of the faceoffs to the Bruins 40. Boston has 6 shots against the Islanders 3. Haven't been able to take advantage of it yet.
It's your next step. How about some light? Thank you. You're gonna do great. And at Delta, we're proud to help you take it. Alvin Bragg's Manhattan isn't where we want our kids growing up. Vote for a safer Manhattan. Vote Diana Florence for Manhattan District Attorney. Paid for by the Coalition to Restore New York. Diana Florence knows how to keep our communities safe. On November 4th, vote for the independent Democrat that will protect us, not criminals. Elect Diana Florence, Manhattan District Attorney. Paid for by the Coalition to Restore New York.
You could win a pair of tickets to the Islanders Minnesota Wild game this Friday in the WBAB Islanders Player to Watch Sweepstakes. Listen to Roger and JP on 102.3 WBAB tomorrow morning at 8:50 a.m. and call in for your chance to win. Remember, the WBAB Islanders Player to Watch tonight is Simon Holmstrom.
The player to watch and the player that no one watched in the Columbus Blue Jackets as that puck was just sitting there, the late goal for the Islanders, and what was a historic feat, that come from behind win, and Holmstrom, I mean, his game has continued to go upwards and upwards, and we thought that was going to be the case coming off of last year, but sure enough, continues that trend this year, just ascending to new heights.
Speaking of Blue Jackets, it's on the graphic there. The Islanders outshot Columbus 18-3 in the first period a couple of nights ago.
And there's some jeers there after the first couple of shots. Nice breakout play by Tony DeAngelo. He had just 3. And I think it's because of the structure from the Bruins. It's made it tough.
Well, that's right, Thomas. I think they got 5 guys packed in the middle of the ice. If I'm the Islanders, they look to just get something back to net from the pointer. Just like that, like Kyle Palmer behind the net, jam something in there.
Look, Ryan.
Yeah, it might be one of those low to high
checking out the hockey game.
If you don't get anything originally off that site,
Trying to get into some hockey action.
points and eventually find a way to get the Bruins
Bruins
just
have a
little bit.
completely
They've
new team. I don't know that well.
been together as a group so far.
Lindholm on the stick of Pasta.
Come on, Pasta.
Finds a path in and then settles for a distant shot. Easily absorbed by Sorokin. Well, Marco Sturm is the head coach of the Boston Bruins. First NHL head coaching job for Marco Sturm. Former player, he was hired back in June to replace the interim Joe Sacco. And last 3 seasons as an American Hockey League head coach. Thomas, he's been groomed. He's been ready for this opportunity.
Face off
He
to the
finally
right
gets it with the Bruins.
of the Islanders goalie.
He's paid his dues. He was a really good player throughout his full NHL career and had a stop in Boston. It seems like just a natural
Bruins
fit.
lose the face-off.
Just
Islanders dump it out.
off of the streaks.
It's gonna be an icing.
It's great to be on a winning streak, but you set it off
No
the top.
score,
He had
2:56
3
to go,
wins, he had 7
first
losses, he had
period.
4 wins. He ended up
7
500.
shots on goal for
Hard to believe
Boston,
in this
3
Eastern
for the
Conference.
Islanders.
That's the low water mark as a 500 hockey team right now, but it's going to take a little bit of time. I can already see it. Seeing them earlier on in the year, things are coming together without some of their better
Horvat
players
taking
as
the
well.
face
A guy
off,
like
won it
Lindholm
again.
is a big piece of their center group because they don't have much, and it's Pushadinov filling in right now. Because he's made do with a big overtime goal last week. But he's trying to piece it together as Marco Sturm. He's doing a pretty nice job.
Mentioned a former Bruin, played 302 games over parts of 5 seasons with Boston. Retired in 2012.
Definitely.
A coach here and there at different levels since. Here's Barzal down.
Oh, man.
Down in front.
Bruins got lucky there. Islanders put one right in front of the net. Uh-oh. Nice job by the forward.
The only one there was Morgan Geekie.
Geeky got back into the play to make a great play on defense.
Stop it. He'll leave it for Mayfield.
Cal, what's the pace?
There you go,
like?
Crispy. That's
A
what's
little
up.
slow. What does it look like down there at ice level?
Islanders push out of the zone.
I gotta be honest, the ice looks a
No
little
icing.
snowy, and it just seems
It was
like the Islanders
close.
can't really get a handle on it. Couple that with the Bruins structure looks pretty good to me. So I don't know
Islanders
if it's
keep it in.
slow, but to me it just looks like the Islanders have a hard time getting anything going. Holmstrom punches it for Schaefer.
Swing it back around the net.
Puts it down low. Lee bothered by
Dig it
Holmstrom.
back out to the point.
Back out high.
D to D.
Mayfield
Flicks one towards the net. Blocked by the defenseman.
puck hit it. Lee trying to
Oh, good job by the Bruins defenseman.
And the Bruins take it off ice with Asimov. And this line has been great. It's on the ice now. Holmstrom, Pajot. Those two specifically. Patrick Vaughn was asked after Sunday's game what he thought about Simon Holmstrom over the last week and a half, 2 weeks, and he said, one word. Wow. That's how good he said it. That's a pretty good endorsement.
Neither team taking great care of the puck. It's a lot of back and forth.
Why was I on the fourth line?
Dump it in, dump it out, dump it in, dump it out. Both ends.
So, of course, the Islanders without Max Shabanoff for the second
Islanders
straight
dump it in. Going to make a line change.
He comes back in.
Under a minute to go, first period.
And finds the best spot for
No
Shabanoff to
score.
get back
Bruins,
in.
Islanders.
It's a good problem to have when you got a really skilled guy that you're waiting to get healthy, and just to add to a group that right now up front is really balanced.
Uh-oh.
Minute Bruin for Palmieri. Takes it wide. Drives to the middle.
Nice save, Swayman.
Forehand shot was turned away by Swayman. Angelo chases it down. Curls into his own zone. Not a lot of whistles in this first period. Both teams with a couple of chances. Here's McLean in. A couple of seconds left.
Ooh, nice
Atkins to the
job,
front.
McAvoy.
Is cut off by McAvoy. And the first period will be scoreless, and it comes to an end on Long Island with the Bruins out shooting the Islanders 7-3. No penalties as well.
20 minutes of cat and mouse, and you know what? That's okay. I think for a team in Boston, as we mentioned, that maybe that's the way they have to win. For the Islanders, can you stay patient? And I really thought they did. And these.
No score into the first. A lot of cat and mouse. No doubt about it. Perfect explanation to that first period of that game. We're going to see what else is on tonight, too. We're going to check out some other shit. Bear with me. We got 7:37. Duke's on at 8:45. $7:37. Utah, Buffalo. All these other games are probably going into the end of the first period as well, unfortunately. But we'll see what we can do. Flyers up 3-0 on the Canadians. Wow, 4:33 to go in the first. Michigan's up huge, 33-20 in their first men's basketball game of the year, if I'm not mistaken, unless that's the ladies. Oh, that's the ladies, excuse me. University of Kentucky playing tonight as well. Purdue up by over 25. The college basketball games beginning of the year, there's a lot of scrubs that play against each other. I mean, there's some good games and shit, but it takes everything a little bit of time to get going in every sport. It seems like hockey's just gotten rolling. Both basketballs are just getting rolling. And football's starting to get interesting. So we got plenty of stuff coming up. Hope everyone's having a great week. Mimi, what's up? Thank you for stopping in as always. Brian, Crispy, everyone. Eight o'clock, Edmonton, Dallas play. That'll be probably a good game. That's the one to watch, I would say. We might switch over to that one too. We'll jump around for a bit, see if people call and want to hang, whatever. NBA right now, nothing's even started. No crazy games that really caught my eye in the NBA tonight. Milwaukee, Toronto, Philadelphia, Chicago, Charlotte, New Orleans, Orlando, Atlanta, Phoenix versus Golden State. Phoenix ain't Phoenix like they used to be. Durant don't play for him no more when he decides to play. OKC versus the Clippers. Yeah. So we'll stick with some hockey action for a while. Check out Montreal and Philly. 4 minutes to go in the first period. Philly up 3-0. It's in Montreal, too.
The zone, but the Canadians eventually force him out. Santa got to a shooting position in the middle of the ice. York fed him a one-timer to the net. A dangerous-looking play. The back end looking much better offensively here for the Flyers.
Fans here trying to get the Canadians going. Zegras dishes it in. Canadians had allowed 5 first-period goals all year coming in. Flyers have 3. Scramble for the puck. Now Zegras overtaken there, and the checking of Blaine Hudson, and they move it ahead. Made off, will get to the Philadelphia line. Sealer, and he jousts.
Oh, nice hit.
Jabs it around, but there is Zegras. Back to Drysdale, who seemed a bit discombobulated there. The puck back along the wall rolls to Dvorak, and he'll calmly throw it through center ice. Tippett on a race here with Hudson.
Flyers look good.
Tippett gets there. Hudson takes him down. No penalty. And so the puck bounces free into the corner. And away go the Canadians. Did he just wipe out?
I thought he got taken down, JJ. That's what I saw from up here.
Juleson ahead. It's cut off by Jack-Eye, the rugged defenseman. Carrier off the stick of
that might be one.
Who is the nephew.
Nope.
Former Flyer Savvy.
No penalty.
And now Emil Andre back up from the minors. Sends the puck off. Gaucher into the Montreal zone. 2.5 minutes to go here in this first. Hathaway knocks down the clear. Delorier after it along with Gaucher in the corner. Shea pins Carrier. Hathaway in there. Doc has him pinned. Being told to move it. To get it up close and personal look at a scrum.
scrum. At that, it came free, and they played it right back into the maze of skates and sticks. Finally, Carrier away with it, and he turns it over. And Drysdale able to float that back into dangerous territory. Doc knocked down by Hathaway. He's got to watch it there. He was cross-checking Doc several times. Brown wanted the penalty. They didn't get it. And now another scrum. Equal opportunity. They go to the other side of the ice, Boosh, for one of these.
Guys
One
are bad.
corner fans got a good look. Now this corner of fans is getting a good look.
I don't think the fans want to look at this. Hathaway's helmet's knocked off, so
Yeah, he's got to go.
he's got to go to the bench. He's trying to get there now as the puck goes into the corner and Doc picks it up. In center, oh look, nice pass to Gallagher. Gallagher, the shot and the
Nice
save.
save.
By Vladar, only the second save he's had to make here in this period. Puck pops free. DeLorean's thought on the ice for the Flyers. The puck goes back to Dobson, across to Matheson. He'll float one, knocked down by Sanheim.
deflection.
He looks to start the attack the other way. Travis Sanheim gets those legs moving. On the right wing connecting, and he'll just pump it into the corner. Sanheim goes in after it, gets it to Cates. Cates to connect in front, got his stick on it, but couldn't get it on goal. Knock up the wall, Rebecca knocks it down. Got it back to Sanheim, who swings it to Connecty, who finds Cates for the shot. Save, Montebo. Turning defense to offense with the Flyers there in a flash. Montebo's made some nice saves since this game went 3-0 to keep the Canadians at least that close.
That was good feed by Konechny to Cates. Cates able to get around that puck, and I don't know if it caught Montebo in the mask.
Flyers look good.
An important save for the Canadians goaltender.
Half minute remaining in the period. Flyers steal it again. Tipping the shot and getting a stick on that was Hudson, and it went out of play.
Score.
Tippett had a wide open look at the net. Good job by the defender to get a stick in there last second.
Package at PhiladelphiaFlyers.com. Sorry about that.
Flyers tickets are part of the ticket package.
Good job by the Flyers to create turnovers, and then Konechny with the feed to Cates, and Montebo with a big save to keep it from going to 4-0.
Draw to the left of Montebo. 29-year-old goaltender who's 3-0 in 4 career games against the Flyers. Canadians couldn't clear. Zegers kept it in. Tippett got it to Dvorak. Dvorak dropped it back. Zegers,
Oh, nice move.
The backhander, and it's snared by Montebo.
That was nasty. He put it between his legs around his back.
Wow. Yeah, this guy is fun to watch.
Wow.
And we've seen him do this at times this
Between
year.
his legs. Around his back, between his legs.
Fancy for
He
nothing. I
backhanded
mean, he
one
has
in
to make
almost.
this play through his legs to escape the two
Wow.
Canadian defenders. Just a good job of getting above the puck for Zegras to create the turnover. And then you see both Struble and Hudson are there, so he has to make that play through his legs. Otherwise, that puck is going to get poked away from him. Great skill by Zegras.
I mean, it looks flashy, but it's not by any means a hot dog move. You're right. He had to do that.
Yeah, he needed to do it.
Dobson off of the left wing for Caulfield. Now Dobson, final seconds of the period. Flyers just trying to eat the puck there. And pops free, tip it in, jamming at it. Dobson able to move it to the circle for the shot. And Slavkovsky had to be denied by Vladar as the Sirens.
Wow, what a difference watching 5 minutes of this game compared to the Bruins Islanders. 3-0 Philly over Montreal. 11 shots to 2. End of the first. Dominant.
This one after 20 minutes of play. Want to remind you, coach is now open at Belmont Park.
No score in the Bruins Islanders game. End of the first period. We're just checking out other games in between. Hope everyone's having a good week. Hope you're having a good day. Just hanging, jumping around some hockey games. I want to check out a little bit of that Edmonton-Dallas game. That starts at 8 o'clock. That should be good. Them two battled each other, I think, last year in the playoffs, I think, to go to the Stanley Cup, if I'm not mistaken. Winter is fucking coming, boy. You can feel it. Thank you to Howard Clegg for becoming a member tonight. Thank you to everyone that has become a member. Second period should be starting soon in this game.
their structure. They go D to D. There's nothing here, just a little chip up the boards. There it is right there. There's another Bruin on top with a good stick, and then the puck's going the other way again. Matt Barzal, no room. Hampus Lindholm all over him, and then the Bruins can go and transition the other way. And for me, I think for the Islanders, you have to realize what team you're playing today. You have to realize that this is the team that has been talked about quite a bit about being offensively challenged, and what are they going to? They're going to resort to their structure, and they've done that, and they seem to be doing it pretty well. So if you're the Islanders, you got to be ready for more of a war of attrition.
Well, and you need to be better at your entries, because if their
Cracking.
entry success rate, you can't win a game if it's 27.83%. That's what.
I never got your email, Tiger.
Islanders and Wild live coverage at 6:30 this game night, followed by puck drop at 7. That's Friday night on MSGSN, or stream it in the Gotham Sports app. Stepping out, more on the Hyundai Mission Report right after
Yeah,
this.
there's no space. It's all together.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diane.
Hi, I just received my new
Yeah.
Discover card. It says cash back on every purchase. What's cash
But
back?
it's all
You.
together.
Buy what you need, earn a little extra back.
Even
no
on
spaces.
walkie-talkies, rope, and a baseball bat?
You betcha.
10 to 15 pumpkins? That works.
Absolutely.
Oh, no.
How about flowers?
What he meant to say was flamethrower.
A what?
I haven't seen it yet. I just didn't want you to think I was ignoring you.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to take luxury to new heights in the twin-turbo Infiniti QX80. With more standard horsepower than Cadillac Escalade, Lincoln Navigator, and BMW.
And I don't think it's case sensitive.
And safety, that's first class.
I don't think it's case sensitive, so. Yep. I even looked in my spam folder, nothing. And I've gotten shit from other people. That's why it's weird. I don't know. It shouldn't matter.
Yeah, no doubt. Look at this. Looking like he's going to shoot. Oh, I'm going to turn around, spin around. A no-look, backhand pass. York pointing at Trevor Zegras, saying, hey, buddy, that one's for you. That's incredible.
Yeah, he really, he said go to the front net, but the other part of it, once you're there, people will find you there.
Yeah.
Take that shot.
And the goalie couldn't follow that pass.
So no score this game. Second period should be starting any minute. We're going to jump around and check out some other games too. 8 o'clock, Edmonton plays Dallas. We're going to check out a little bit of that game. Just hanging, easy peasy night. Nice, there you go. Good night for soup.
Action between the Islanders and the Bees coming your way in a matter of moments. We're going to have Allen and Thomas with Cal Clutterbuck between the benches taking over next.
The Islanders Intermission Report is presented by your local Honda dealers. Contact your local Honda dealer for a great deal today.
End of the first, Carolina leads the Rangers 1-0. Purdue up 30 in men's basketball. Kentucky up by 11. Texas Tech has not started playing, and Duke hasn't started playing. They play Texas. There's other games on. That's just the ranked top 25. I think any NBA has really started yet. Those games didn't really interest me tonight. Toronto's up by 8 on Milwaukee early in the first. Orlando plays Atlanta, Philly versus Chicago, Phoenix versus Golden State, and OKC versus the Los Angeles Clippers. All right, I will do that. Orlando should beat the fuck out of them. Orlando's legit. Orlando's could make some noise this year if they stay healthy and they play somewhat like they did last year. They could be a problem. They gave Boston trouble, a lot of trouble. It's all good. It's all in good fun. What up, dude? How you been? Trey got to be the truth again, man. They got rid of what's his name too. They shouldn't have got rid of that kid. Yeah, actually the Flyers were just beating ass. We watched a little bit of the Flyers game too. I'm jumping around hockey games right now. We watched the Bruins Islanders a little bit. We watched Philly Montreal. Edmonton Dallas comes on later. That might be decent. Who's the kid that the Hawks traded last year? He got hurt. I think he went to like the Pelicans or to New Orleans or someone. But he was playing well. Oh, I would have to like pull it up and look it up. I can't remember his name.
In the second period, a game that's being played like.
No, he was like probably a 2 or a 3. He either played shooting guard or small forward. He was a wing guy. He went to like somewhere like Memphis or New Orleans, I want to say. Let's check out the Bruins Islanders. Start of the second period, no score.
For Boston, no penalties. Barzal will twist this one ahead for Hyman. Horvat follows up. Has a look. Outside pass off the stick of Lindholm. Into the corner.
Get it out.
And Andrew Peak will settle it down.
Lindholm's just such a big part of this team. I mean, that chance.
Boston got to get
Lindholm going up the ice.
going.
Really good defender as well, and they certainly missed him. And when he came back in the lineup against the Islanders, I mean, that's what this Boston team.
Every time they get it in, the Islanders get it right out. Oh, that might be a penalty.
To the power play.
Fucking Zadorov.
Because for a second it looked short.
Islanders going on their first power play of the night. First power play in the game.
Got leveraged out. That's maybe where the trip comes in, but watch. Oh yeah, it's that
number 91.
Oh yeah, he got him. He pulled him down.
You know what? I don't think really intentional at all.
It wasn't intentional, but he pulled on him.
You're watching almost clips the right skate of Anders Lee and less of that swoop that you often see as a slew foot motion.
Well, it looked to me like Anders was trying to lead into to Zadorov, and he didn't hit him
So,
as quickly as he thought.
Islanders on the power play. Zadorov, 2-minute penalty for tripping. Face off to the right of Swayman. McAvoy dumps it along the boards, back out to the Islanders defense. Out by the blue line, back to the top of the left circle, right in the slot one time, a swing and a miss. Bruins clear it out. Minute 35 left on the power play. Islander play it up the boards, right into the zone. Try to get it out front. They do. Trouble. Good job by the Bruins to get back in place. Shot from the slot. Save Swayman. Nice shot by Basel. That's who it was. DeJounte Murray. Please like, share, subscribe if you haven't. We cover all different sports, hang out, talk shit, sometimes have some drinks, party a little bit.
48, he just takes whatever ice you want to give him. He's going to go, he's going to take it, and he's going to take advantage of it.
Minute 18 on the power play. Face off right in front of the net, almost a goal went wide. The puck clashed with two sticks. Islanders at the point, back to the left circle. Right in front, Swayman. Nice job. I think he got right in the way of the stick. Or it went wide.
53 seconds to go on the Zadorov penalty.
Well, the element of surprise at Barzal we saw against the Bruins 1 week ago today, just zipping something right across that goal line. Watch his eyes. Where's
Dangerous.
He's not looking there to Drouin, and I think that's what pulls Yoki Haru out. Watch Yoki Haru right in the middle.
Lucky
Number
that
20,
wasn't a
he's
goal.
reading the eyes, Matt Barzal. He knows those tricks, and for Drouin, similar to what you see Anders Lee do, just get a deflection somewhere.
Boston got to clear this puck.
Maybe it finds a way.
But a little easier for Drouin's right-handed there, but you're right.
Did not lose another face-off.
Middle bumper guy.
There you go. Get
Get
beat to it behind the net.
To open that play up.
Second unit comes on.
Islanders keep it in.
Walks up and down the wall. Heineman.
Behind the net.
Head up. And Lee in the
Back
middle.
out to the
Then it's
top
out
of the
to
circle.
Holmstrom.
Along the boards.
Turns away.
Out to the defenseman. Finds his man in the slot. Over the left circle.
Downhill, pulls up.
Side of the net. Backhand save Swayman.
Backhand shot.
Bruins clear it barely.
Settle it down, but the Islanders have to touch up.
There was some light there for Anders.
Ritchie down the wall. Heineman. Oh, he had Lee. And
Oh, Bruins got lucky.
and so it's cleared by John Beecher.
Power play's almost over.
Penalty. One last rush for the Islanders. Lee looks to the middle. Got through Holmstrom across.
Ooh, dangerous.
Up and out of play by Andrew Peak. Zadorov out of the box, and we're back to 5-on-5.
Nice block by Peak at the end of that, but talk about that light just over the shoulder of Swayman, who's technically a good goaltender, but watch this from Anders Lee. It's that little step up. I mean, doesn't get much closer than that from banking off the shoulder. Hits him on the one. A ton of space right up there. This is that block from Peak. Just a nice job as Romanov looks to fire in on the tail end of the power play.
The shot that's turned away by Swayman.
Come on, Bruins. What the fuck?
Carried ahead by Husnadinov. Filters one through for Pastrnak. Stutter steps. He's kicked to the outside by Ryan Pollock, and the puck comes around for Geeky. So the Islanders can't capitalize on the Zadorov penalty. Nikita Zadorov, who a year ago led the NHL.
Someone want to go help Pastrnak?
145 of them. He's fourth most in the league this year.
Uh-oh.
Here's Horvath. Has Barzal in the middle of the ice, and he couldn't get it to him. Husnadinov will dump it in. Sorokin comes out to stop it, then reverses it to Geeky, though, and thankfully that didn't get through to Pastrnak.
Nice pass.
Across, Pastrnak steps.
Shoot the puck, Pastrnak.
Good play by
Fucking dancing too much.
Great play by Horvath.
That was a good play by the defenseman, or the player for the Islanders.
Had a little room.
I think it was the center.
As he looked to set up. Separated from the puck by Bo Horvath. Good physical play. Here's McAvoy's slap shot comes through. And then
Another shot on net.
It's absorbed and held by Sorokin.
Well, one of the
tough.
Bruins are getting bullied off too many pucks. Pushed right off the puck. It was a nice play. He should have shot it. He had enough time. He had an angle. Fuck. You're David Pastrnak, man. Shoot that fucking thing.
And Hicks, he's so strong on his skates.
He is.
You saw him pop Ryan Pulock just before that with a little reverse shoulder, and that's how you have to play him, right through the B on his chest. Because he'll slip that thing through your legs, and next thing you know, you're down 1-0.
Face off to the right of the Islanders goalie. No score. 15:35 to go in the second.
Pastrnak after 106 a year ago.
Bruins can't keep it in. They got it back in.
Bruins offense so far this season, of course, he is. This pass is going to get through Anders Lee and down for icing. Oh, they got their feet tangled up again there. That's Lee and Zadorov. Well, tonight the New York Islanders are proud to partner with Stash Strong as it's Hockey with a Heart charity partner. You can support their mission to raise awareness for brain cancer research by purchasing a 50/50 raffle ticket. Enter for your chance to win half the pot at Islanders5050.com. That ends at 8:55 p.m., by the way. So go ahead and go online, support that cause, and maybe you'll be our lucky winner.
Well, fresh group of Islanders out here, but an icing. Second periods. This is often where a game can open up. Fresh bodies right now, but we'll keep an eye on icings as this period rolls on. Still looking to open up.
Come on, Boston.
He can cross that Lindholm. Floats one at the net. Sorokin made the save. Then locate the bucket first.
All our shots are from far out.
That thing actually really changed direction. Cal, you might have had a good look at it. I think it was Beecher. Just nice tip.
It did change directions, and I think the Islanders were a little upset at the icing call because
Here
Anders
comes
Lee
the
had literally
Islanders.
touched it in the neutral zone.
Swayman again.
Whistles this one into the glove of Swayman.
Both goalies been all right.
Here we go. Hampus this thing in from the blue line. There you see Beecher getting a nice stick on it. Ilya Sorokin doing a really good job staying square, not over sliding and not over committing. And you know that icing, like I mentioned, Anders Lee touches the puck. And to your point, Thomas, especially in second periods, I know it was a fresh group of Islanders, but those icings just they seem to always turn into something either dangerous or a goal, and that's why they're so crucial, especially in the second period.
Face off to the left of Swayman.
Zeke is chased.
Islanders win it. Shot, score. Fuck. I gotta see the replay of that. It was a nice shot, but it was just a bang bang play.
Here's Anthony Duclair, so we're watching him, follow him around the ice as this thing gets going, and not really a clean win, but Duclair just up top, I think, for Swayman.
Swayman.
Through all that traffic right there, and it's almost just turn around and get it on net. You're not looking.
It's a tough shot. He should have had it, though.
That's a big one for Anthony Duclair, who the shit before.
He fucking ripped it, but
Run there with Matt Barzal.
you know he's a lefty.
Back with the group.
Why are you on the other side of the net?
That's a big one for number 11. Well, the thing of it, Thomas, is that with the Boston Bruins being clogged up in the middle, sometimes all you have to do is throw a seeing-eye shot, and the goalie doesn't pick it up. I think more Bruins screening Swayman.
Bruins down 1-0.
Third goal of the season for Anthony Duclair. Cizikas and McLean with the assist. First point of the year for Kyle McLean. And first point in the last 5 games for Duclair. And the Islanders have the first one tonight.
Come on, Boston. Here you go. 2-on-2. Lose the puck.
Kastelik intercepted by Schaefer. Stretch pass missed Heineman, and it goes for icing. Nearly a great chance there. Schaefer stood up at his own blue line. We know Heineman's got the wheels, just a touch off. But we'll go back to that goal and count the bodies, right? You got 1, 2, 3, 4 guys if you include the stick of Zadorov coming off the wall. And for as good as Jeremy Swayman is, he probably wants that one back. Doesn't change the fact that this thing needed to open up. And sure enough, it's Duclair that gets it from long range. Well, we mentioned it the other night, Hicks, that not many goalies like traffic. Unfortunately, it was Charlie McAvoy from us.
Come on, Bruins. McAvoy.
Here is McAvoy. He'll throw it to the middle.
No trip.
And get knocked over by Mayfield.
That was like a trip.
Referee Wes McCauley as the Islanders shoot it in. He's still talking right now. He's heated. Thought he got interfered with by Scott Mayfield. Ustedinov looking for a step around Barzal, and Barzal took the penalty. It's the one-handed kiss of death every time.
Bruins almost had a goal there. They're going to get a power play.
Wasn't much, but from the official's perspective, you can see it. Islanders to the penalty kill. Boston looking to tie it here in the second.
1-0 Islanders, 13:43 to go. Edmonton, Dallas getting ready to get going. We're going to check some of that game out. As soon as this power play is over, we're going to go check out Edmonton and Dallas for a minute. That should be a banger. Should be a lot more scoring. Stuart Skinner in net for Dallas tonight. Casey DeSmith for Dallas in net. Stuart Skinner for Edmonton. Fucking audio lag.
Going down awkwardly in the corner was Rosselman, cleared.
Oh my God, Dallas almost already scored. Such a difference watching good teams. So Bruins on their first power play of the night.
Watch that right hand of Barzal. He's going, I'm not really touching him. And that's enough right there. But I think maybe the frustration is that call, the hand was up before. But from the official's perspective, it's going to be a penalty all day. One hand on your stick, grabbing with the other one. It's just trouble.
Yeah, it's that initial reach from Barzal that kind of gets him. He stopped moving his feet a little bit, and if he takes two more hard strides towards the post, I think he can get to Ustedinov's front shoulder, but big kill here for the Islanders.
So Barzal for holding. Talks in the open, Thomas, about how
right away they clear the puck.
Kill has been. Boston's power play. They've been pretty good lately, too. Over the last 3 games, they're 3 for 9. This Boston power play, of course, highlighted by Pastrnak. We look back to last Tuesday, it was a blast. 95 miles an hour from Morgan Geekie from that offside where Pasternak's picking up the puck. They got a lot of heavy shooters here on this power play for the Islanders to contend with.
Shoot it.
The Islanders
McAvoy, shoot.
For 3 goals on your shorthanded. McAvoy across. Pastrnak has a look. Simon Holmstrom greets it. The goal line opening up.
Nice save.
Jam at home, and Sorokin slams the door shut. That's just an awesome save on a bit of a breakdown because Pastrnak draws the bodies too.
It's all right. Do it again.
A smaller guy that he sort of plays a stuff game when he's in close, and for Sorokin just to stay with him the whole time. Watch this. He understands he's moving, so he's got to get that push right off that right skate in the post and just stay square to it the whole time.
Good save.
Well, the thing that's so dangerous about Pastrnak is that he doesn't stay in the same spot. No. He kind of ad-libs. He has the freedom to go wherever he wants. And you got to have an eye on him at all times.
Come on, let's win a face-off. There we go. Keep it in. Come on, Pasta. Oh, he whiffed in front. Put it wide.
Pajot can't clear the zone. McAvoy for Geekie.
Shoot it. There it is. So close. Another nice save.
What a save. Arvidsson, Pastrnak.
There it is. Oh. Geekie, you got to get your puck fucking stick on the ice.
Leaves it Pastrnak. Downhill for the circle.
Oh, nice save. Their goalie's playing well. There it is again. Too much passing. Shoot. Fucking A.
20 seconds to go on this kill.
Oh, big hit.
Mayfield sends Geeky to the ice. We get a whistle.
Another power play.
That's just a great hit in the middle of the ice by Mayfield. And I can't tell if it's the Bruins, the fact that it was a big hit, or if the whistle, Cal, I don't know if you can hear if the whistle was already going to be blown.
I'm not sure if it wasn't offside, Hicks, on the far side here, but either way, good lick by Scotty Mayfield standing up at that line. And, you know, we talked about the Islanders kill. There it is. Nice, solid body check. And, you know, Geeky's not really expecting anybody to step up on him there on a penalty kill, but great job by Maisie.
So what was it, offside?
Sorokin. Romanov just misses it. What a save. I mean,
he might have even fanned
he might have fanned on it, but I think the pad might have been there anyway. Either way, it stayed out of the net. Ilya's been their best killer here.
Yeah, I don't think even Cal, even if he got a piece of that, Sorokin's pad was already there.
It's it for the Bruins power play again.
The fact he could get over that quick.
He was going to make the save. I'm not sure if he did, but that puck wasn't getting through regardless as Yoki Haru shoots it in. Barzell pops out of the box. And the Islanders are one
there it is.
To kill. More work
Nobody
to be done.
home.
Now Barzell directs it ahead for Palmieri. Pull up. Took a bump. Advanced it anyway. And Lindholm sends it ahead. This one hit the leg of the linesman who was trying to get out of the way. Palmieri. Here's it down the wall. Kastelik will rescue it. Leaves it for Henry Yoki Haru.
Bruins across the blue line.
What you know?
Nothing.
And he lost it to Schaefer. Schaefer can't clear it. Fraser Mitten knocks it down. Kastelik finds the back glass.
Keep it in.
I think we're going to see physicality pick up. It was that had a message for Mayfield after they send out him and Kastelik, and here goes Schaefer. Schaefer up ice. In over the line. Drops it. Barzell.
Nice save, Slavin.
Rebound there, and Anders Lee could put it home.
Another nice save.
And a penalty called.
Oh, we got to fight.
The temper's boiling over. We've got chaos deep in the Bruins zone.
Oh, we got a brawl.
Schaefer underneath him, and we've seen this from the Islanders. It's not going to stand. They will not stand for this one bit. You got five guys in there.
Five guys fighting.
For Big Zadorov, and Schaefer's getting right back in it. I mean, this thing could get even uglier here.
This is going on live.
Down onto the ice, and so all the troops for the Islanders piled on. Pajot ended up down to the ice by Corrali. See Anders Lee in the middle of it without a helmet. Anthony Duclair, Tony DeAngelo involved. And the crowd here on Long Island saluting Anders Lee as he gets pulled out of the pile. And he'll be taken to the tunnel. Look, I don't want to say,
Threw him out.
I don't know if this is not going to boil over. You just got to assume so, because that Schaefer, he gets a really rough ride behind the play. I think Schaefer was holding his stick just a little bit, but full-on decked him. Great job for the entire group to get involved. And two officials will try to figure this out. I mean, originally Schaefer went off the ice. That's what created that chance, but behind the play, Zadorov, and there is a little bit of a hold of the stick, but at the same time, you'll watch the finish as you see 91. Schaefer right here.
Ooh, nasty cross check. And then that was dirty.
If this looks like a power play for the Islanders,
That's not right. That's fucked up.
Probably going to be the ones
with the man advantage after this.
That was dirty as fuck by the
I
Bruins.
see that as three liberties in one play. Yeah, you know, Nikita Zadorov obviously very, very aware of what he's doing and who he's doing it to. And if you're the Islanders, you can't allow that to happen. Good on them for stepping in, and then
They're yelling asshole.
into the penalty box, pretending to do a little flop as insinuating that Matthew Schaefer was trying to sell it.
They're yelling asshole.
That replay, I think it's pretty obvious that
That was a cheap shot by Boston.
two shots, maybe three.
At least by Zadorov. That was dirty as fuck. That was dirty. I am fucking, come on.
He knows exactly what he's doing.
He shouldn't have got thrown out. He should get thrown out.
Saw the play until that third shot.
New York number 27 has a minor for roughing. New York number
number 11 has a minor for roughing. Boston number 91 has a minor for interference and a double minor for roughing.
Fucking 3, 4, 5 penalties in one.
Come out with a power play out of that whole scrum. And, oftentimes if it's one punch and the team scrum up, it's usually just 2 and 2. But there's one, and then he goes down, and here comes the one that.
Oh, he held his stick. That's why he did it. But
that's the one you just can't accept.
Is that Duke there?
He held his stick, but still.
There's the best look at it. I mean, worth noting, he was holding the stick, right? And I think that's where the frustration is. But you mentioned it, Cal. It wasn't just the one shot. It was 3, and that's the reason for this. And the Islanders, there's some words in the box. I don't think it's going to be the last of it there. Zadorov.
They're going to fight
with Anders Lee. Read lips if you'd like.
Anders Lee saying too many times.
Yeah, and he's right, and he is right. Well, the reason why this one starts outside of the Boston
2-minute power play for the Islanders.
Is 5-man in, which you'd expect if the D-man come in, it goes out. Have to enter the hard way. There's Drouin. He weaves his way to the middle of the ice. Leaves it for Barzell. Plays it out high for Schaefer. Step forward. Palmieri right back to Schaefer. Has a look. Barzell, the middle. Horvat. Barzell back door. And it just doesn't go for Palmieri.
Bruins got lucky. What up, Danny boy?
6 minutes and penalties on Zadorov there. The reason why the Islanders are on their second power play tonight. This one cleared down by Lindholm. 1:12 to go on the 5-on-4. How about that? Puck movement. Barzell, Horvat, Barzell, Palmieri. I think he just had a stick in the way, but he had an open cage as well. He's going to want that one back. Schaefer to the line. Palmieri. Schaefer turns. Down low. Horvat. Schaefer. Steps. Horvat back to Schaefer. Across. Horvat. Flubbed it. Drouin right back up the wall. Horvat across. Schaefer. Finds Barzell. Schaefer makes himself available, but Barzell goes deep.
Trouble.
Palmieri for Barzell. Palmieri in front. Shot save.
Nice job, Slavin.
He's going to get the loose change behind the net. Move it around. And these puck recoveries just keeping the play alive. Good opportunity, but Islanders are first down. Barzell.
Bruins got to clear this spot.
On the power play. Drouin across. Schaefer loads, doesn't shoot. Horvat.
Trouble.
Turns. He tried to go
Nice
to the
save,
top.
Swayman.
Caught the shoulder of Swayman. Barzell again. Across. Drouin whistles it off the glass. Barzell on the retrieval. D'Angelo. Webster. Change directions.
Full strength, get it out.
Arvidsson serving the penalty. One up then.
Nice save, Swayman.
Swayman with a big save, and the Bruins clear.
Well, it doesn't need to be a goal.
Swayman bailed the Bruins out big time on that power play. At least 4 quality saves. I mean, they came right in on him, too. Palmieri also whiffed one.
The puck recoveries here are what get me. The Bruins are tight. They're in a tight diamond or a tight box. And so what you want to do is you want to try and use the middle guy and spread them out just a touch. Get that defenseman away from the net. Open up a little bit of a lane to Bo Horvat. And maybe he slides it over to the far side for a one-timer. But you got to use the middle of the ice to soften him up a little bit.
And this is where games, even though that power play
1-0 Islanders.
continue. Off something like this,
8:25 to go. Second period.
Sort of got them involved. Can you find a way to
Nice pass.
Lead in the middle.
Nice play, McAvoy.
He was tied up with Arvidsson.
Oh, it wasn't McAvoy.
Islanders doing a good job to keep it in deep. Now it's stolen away from Lee, and Andrew Peeke will lift it out. 8 minutes to go in the second period. Anthony Duclair with the only goal so far tonight as D'Angelo's lead pass flipped in by Simon Holmstrom and off the far glass. Right back the other way, and Romanov will win a race out in front of Arvidsson. Arvidsson closes in, separates it from
Good hustle. Shoot it. Nice save.
Sorokin.
Shoot it.
To the goal line. Arvidsson.
There it is.
Rebounding score.
Finally.
Victor Arvidsson ties the game. 7:39 to go in the second period. The Bruins come back to even it.
Cool, we got a game.
This is just an awful bounce off of the skate of Anders Lee. And that's how it ends up. But for the Islanders here, I mean, a one-man forecheck, and he had guys back, maybe for Romanov. He can move it with the puck instead of trying to make a play right away. I'll give Arvidsson all the credit in the world. Watch this thing go around. Watch the skate of Anders Lee. Boom.
Oh, went off his own guy.
That stings after the Islanders carried that momentum. Arvidsson, he's been busy in that area of the ice.
Went in it off the Islanders defenseman.
Great save
Lee.
initially off the turnover. Nothing you could do in this situation. That's bad luck on a bad bounce and a situation that was seemingly not too dangerous when the play started.
Arvidsson with the goal.
Goals in back-to-back games for Victor Arvidsson. Came over in the trade of this past
Come on,
summer.
Boston. Get fucking tough.
After 7 years in Nashville and 3 years in Los Angeles. Guys, how do you make sure that doesn't affect the rest of this game? Obviously, that takes a lot of air out of this building. You do everything so well, and you have something that just bounces off your captain and in. Like, how do you make sure that you regather what you had? You do this right now. I mean, you get right back at it with the forecheck. Yeah, I mean, this happens in hockey games, right? It's all about your mentality. Here you go. There's a turnover. Barzalson has Horvath got it through. Horvath!
Too easy. Bad turnover, Boston.
Islanders bounce back quickly with Bo Horvath's
2-on-1.
8th of the season to Blood Isles.
Horvath's been lighting it up, too. Fuck.
Well, Alan, you asked and they showed you how you do it. It's how you get back in the game. And it's hard work, and that's what it's going to be to start this off. That's Emil Heineman. Watch this as the play comes up the wall, and the Bruins try to get going. Heineman's stick comes in right there. He breaks that thing loose, and he's as good as Matt Barzal finding that little seam on a 2-on-1.
Yeah, he really is amazing at finding the seam. But again, to your point, this is how you do it. You just keep doing what you've been doing. And the hockey gods, you got to trust them to reward you. And it was a horrible bounce, but here we are.
I haven't been to a Bruins game in so long. I couldn't tell you.
Schaefer right on, save Swayman. What a nightmare for a defenseman defending something like that. You've got no gap at all. 48's flying. I couldn't even finish my point. He's so... Guys, that's what I call mashing the B button in the old Nintendo game. You absolutely fly through center. Here's Husnadinov back.
Oh.
Split back door. He wanted John Beecher and it came through him. A massive goal for Bo Horvath. 45 seconds later is
Turnover.
back out front. Scott Mayfield takes it for a skate. Duclair will touch it in. Islanders go for a change. Well, this game is opened up and down here, guys. There's not much going on in the first period, but this is frantic action now. Settled down by Paul Mary under 6 to go in the period. As you know, with Richie in
another turnover.
Space for Drouin. Across, D'Angelo stretches out the legs. Kept wide by Hampus Lindholm.
Ooh, big hit.
Bodies go falling down, and puck bounces around for Janot.
Skate.
Lindholm room to skate. Drouin closing in on him. Drouin throws him up against the glass, and the play is offside.
Oh, they're fighting again.
Extracurriculars after.
Already have one melee tonight.
Stops. Physicality has it. 5.5 to go in the second period. Islanders lead 2-1. They're out front thanks to Bo Horvath.
Fucking Bruins get back in the game and give up a goal in 2 seconds. Edmonton up 2-0 on Dallas in the first period already. Let's check this game out for a few minutes.
Four, I should say, for the next 16 seconds. My apologies. Draisaitl able to win the face-off, quickly snapped on net by McDavid, taken by Labushkin, handed to Lindell, and he's able to deliver a pass up to Oscar Beck. Against Kulak. Beck will now look to occupy the puck. Finally, Edmonton indeed to the man advantage. Darnell Nurse steps out of the box, hands off to Draisaitl, heads for the bench. And now the Oilers officially on that play Alberta power play.
Yeah, they're in first place.
Inside the Nugent Draisaitl.
Oh, they're in the playoffs, one or the other.
Sent around the boards, Roslovic.
I think they're in first place in their division.
Looking, peering inside, tossing back to Leon Draisaitl. Now McDavid coming out of the corner, swung off his stick. Draisaitl able to protect and hang on. Dishes off, one-timer off the side of the net. That time it was Roslovic not afraid to fire it. And the Stars managed to clear. Tomasik back in the lineup. He had been on that first power play unit, but Roslovic has blended so well with Edmonton's top players. He's on that spot. Here's McDavid off the rush.
McDavid almost scored.
To Casey to Smith will be Jack Roslovic, and now he's kind of flung off the goaltender as the Stars felt like Roslovic lingered a bit too long on top of DeSmith.
Yeah, he's arguing here. If you look where the contact was made, I mean, it's outside.
Let's go back to Boston and New York. Islanders lead 2-1.
One that gets involved in the verbal altercations, but I tell you, he was going punch for punch with Charlie McAvoy. It's really ramping up down here. You can feel the tension. Well,
another power play.
Storms go back to the box. This is during the TV timeout while we were in break. See Zadorov having words right through Cal and at the Islanders bench. Yeah, I almost took one in the face there, but all good. Well, what we'll get back to is that speed and that blistering speed of Matthew Schaefer, if not for the kerfuffle in between benches. Great, good work, great intel. Thank you. Here's Paul Mary.
Ooh, nice save, Swayman again.
Rebound to Pellet, and he forces it wide. Ran up the wall for Paul Mary. 5 minutes to go in a very, very different second period than the first tonight. Ritchie turns, but went off the skate of Aspero. Paul Mary for Ritchie.
Get it out.
Through the hash marks, and then it's Casey Middlestick off the far wall, just out. Arvidsson. It's double teamed by Drouin and Ritchie. Drouin has Arvidsson held. Now they separate. Both teams make changes. Still offside for the Islanders. Heineman doesn't know it right now. There we go. No harm, no foul.
There you go.
Which is on for Husnadinov. Pasternak couldn't settle it down, so here's Horvat. That's just a great job by Horvat, coming back all the way. He's the one that lifted the stick of Pasternak, just strides he decided to take, and now his team's playing to the good end. Puck up the wall, Mayfield across Schaefer. Throws it to the net, hit PK back for Horvat. His shot is
we're getting a fucking another war. Here we go.
And things escalate. In the crease once again. This time Heineman and Peak have each other in a headlock. Husnadinov has a hold of Barzell. 4 minutes to go in the second period. Boy, this has been fun so far. More to come on Long Island.
There's been like one real brawl.
The best friend.
There's been one real brawl in this game, and then like almost 3 other ones. Half-ass brawls. 2-1 Islanders. Toronto up on Milwaukee in the NBA by 16. Atlanta up 22-19 on Orlando. Philly up 43-22 on Chicago. Phoenix Golden State hasn't started. And Oklahoma City and the Los Angeles Clippers haven't started. Utah Buffalo just started, no score. This is NHL. Philly, Montreal, Philly up 3-2. Gave up 2 goals in the second period. Carolina up 1-0 on the Rangers, second period. Edmonton up 2-0 on Dallas. 8 minutes to go in the first. Nashville, Minnesota. Minnesota leads 1-0 also in the first.
continuation and a spillover of bad blood for both of these teams, and I'm not going to lie, I think I like it. Swayman getting involved with Heineman, and then Min comes Peak, and then everyone at the top of the screen. Watch these guys in the neutral zone. Pretty innocuous play there as they might have kissed skates and Pasternak fell down, but you better believe 51's going to be in the middle of it. And Cal, I don't know, are you biting your tongue down there? You must want to join in the conversation.
This is as difficult as it's been down here. They were going back and forth during the last TV timeout, and I almost want to take my headset off and hit the cough button for a second, but those days are behind me.
Both of these teams rank in the top 10 in the NHL in penalty minutes per game. The Islanders came in 5th. Bruins 8th. Over the years, Boston has been a team that plays this style much more than the Islanders have. Holmstrom will whack it down the wall looking for Pajot. McAvoy strips it away. Pajot takes it right back. Romanov across. And it's D'Angelo, the shot kick back. Anders Lee hard in after it, keeping it deep. Forces a turnover. Holmstrom with a shot, doesn't go up into the air, drops down above the crease. Penalty call. This is on the Islanders. Yeah, Anders Lee's going to get one here. Frustration because he was getting wrapped up by Zadorov, and that battle is going to continue to go on and on and on. And it was Zadorov who coughed this thing up, but as the puck goes way up in the air after this turnover here, which was a great chance, actually a great pass by Lee.
New York number 27, minor penalty for cross-checking.
On Minton, and Anders Lee's rebuttal to that is the puck's in the air. No one's got it. I'm giving him a push. I don't know where it is. And 93, Minton, watch him. Anders is going, well, you're coming into my space, and Justin Kia makes the call there. So the Islanders back to the kill again.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one, Thomas. Maybe if he waits for the puck to actually get into his glove and then he pushes him over, but maybe just the fact that he had two hands on his stick in the old school cross-check way. But
he's so darn strong. It is. It's the second Boston power play of the night. 0 for 1 so far. 3 minutes to go in the period. And then the Bruins work it from deep in their own zone. Zaka in. Geeky chases it down in the corner. Ryan Bullock says hello. Pellick off the far glass to the head. Paul Mary trying to find Horvat. Intercepted by Zaka. Here's Arvidsson back in. He's got the Bruins goal tonight. Arvidsson delays. Zaka holds on to it. Goes to the middle. Back door. Sabres the rocket. Puska loose. Zaka scores. Pavel Zaka ties it at 2. Power play goal, his 3rd of the season. That backdoor seam just can't be that easy to hit. And when you have a backdoor seam like that, desperation ensues, and your goaltender needs to go all out. And then something else happens. But right there, I mean, there's plenty of options. It's easy as it gets for a big lane to the guy that leads their team in scoring, and that's what I'm talking about, desperation. A big play like this, and then everyone goes, oh no, we got to overcommit right away. And with that, you lose track of who's the wide open man, similar to what we saw in that first goal count.
Yeah, and this is what happens when a penalty kill breaks down. It's one seam play that gets to the net, and then the rebound, everyone starts to kind of spin around, and that puck finds its way to Zaka on the back door, and he's got a yawning cage. All he had to do was avoid Arvidsson, who was in the net himself.
The Islanders have killed 10 straight penalties, and Boston gets one on the power play. Big goal to tie it 2-2, with 2.5 to go in the period. Team just keeps swinging back and forth here in the second period, and now a penalty in Mayfield for the cross-checking here. Well, we're watching Asimon. I didn't see the cross-check, but there was no question on Wes McCauley is going to give us the call here.
24 New York's got a minor for a cross-check.
Emphatic for Wes McCauley. Not a surprise there, but we'll see. Asimon looked like he was in a heap of pain here. Okay, I don't know. No, Scotty is not afraid to lay the lumber in those situations. He certainly got him in a spot that hurts. I'm not doubting that. I thought it was subtle enough that maybe would have been overlooked. So Scott Mayfield Mayfield to the box. The Bruins right back to the power play where they just scored. For Scott Mayfield, he'll serve penalty minutes 30 and 31 on the year. He's gotten into some penalty trouble this season as the Islanders win the faceoff and shoot it down. Here's Pasternak in. Drops it for Kiki to the middle. Rolled over Zaka's stick. Holmstrom trying to clear it. Kept him at the line by Kiki. This one won't quite take us to the end of the second period. But into the dying seconds of it, though, as here's Kiki. Delays and left it for Arvidsson. Finds a way in around Horvat, but greeted by Pellick. And Ryan Pollock clears. A broken stick on the ice in the Bruins zone. Out of the way for now as Pasternak brings it ahead. Lost his footing. Bruins bench wanted a tripping call, but we continue on.
Yeah, if you didn't like the penalty on Mayfield, well, there's one that is probably pretty clear, although accidental. That's usually called and overlooked here. Still a minute to go on this kill.
Five players locked. Wharton's down low, now taken away, and it's Romanov up ice. Islanders have numbers here. They want to push it. Schaefer in, shoots, glove save. Rebound was there for a second. Swayman melts it down.
Well, this is a great job of breaking the puck out of your own end on the penalty kill. And what that often means, Cal, I mean, we had a lot of these little bumps. It's a 2-foot pass or a 3-foot pass. That's how you unlock it. Palmieri right there and off to the races. Schaefer, there's 3 white jerseys. He's the first guy off the wall. And I like this patience right here. I mean, take a shot, you're on the kill, maybe out of time for something too fancy.
Yeah, that patience at the blue line forces the Bruins defenseman to back off just a little bit for him. Holmstrom turns, and his shot swallowed up by Jeremy Swayman.
Just allows him to get in close enough to where that shot becomes dangerous, and if they want to press him, he can dish it out to either side. And centermen are usually really good at that. I'm not sure 18-year-old defensemen usually have that in the bag.
That's usually when the panic button goes off. Like, I got to give it to one of these guys.
Middlestat was this one away from Pajot. Keep an eye on J.G. Pajot. 3 shorthanded points on the year. And leads everyone in the National Hockey League. Here come the Bruins with some space. Usnadinov finds Yoki Harju. Lindholm. Cross. Gets it right back, but he fumbled it out of the zone. Islanders trying to sneak a change here. 20 to go on the power play. Straight north comes Lindholm. Trips wide. Pollock challenges in. Puck out to the line. Usnadinov. Deeper. Middlestat back door, and it came through. The Bruin there at the back goes to Asimov. Lindholm shot. Won by Pollock. Horvat ahead out of the box. Mayfield has his step. The crowd comes to its feet as he shoots it wide. So the Islanders able to kill it off, though, and keep this game tied 2-2, and that's how we will take it into the third period tonight on Long Island.
Well, Alan, that first period was a little dull. The second period was outstanding entertainment, I think, for all of us watching here and everyone in attendance. Things picked up, and with that, opportunities came. Some great execution by the New York Islanders. Also some breakdowns, too, at the other end. And I think the word that I'm going to look for going into the third period is composure. I love games like this. The energy picks up, the intensity. There's scrums, there's battles, there's a lot of fight right now. Can you stay composed enough to wait for that time to maybe take that retribution at a time when you got the lead? But we're in for a good third.
We hope Shannon Hogan is composed down there and ready for her interview with Anthony Duclair. That's coming up when the second intermission report rolls on, and it's brought to you by your local Ford stores. Visit buyfordnow.com today.
Please like, share, subscribe. End of the second period, 2-2, Boston and the Islanders. Try and throw on another game real quick. Check out Philadelphia, Montreal. Montreal has scored 4 goals this period. Lead 4-3.
Got it up the right wing wall, and here's Andre jumping on it. Andre off on the right wing for Tippett. Tippett got the shot up. It was blocked. Now Andre has it to Couturier. Couturier holds the shot, goes high, wide. Delay call against the Canadians. Sealer back to Couturier. Sealer try to keep the Canadians away from it, but Dobson plays the puck. There's the whistle, and now the Flyers will go to a power play, holding the signal. The Flyers get a chance to get back even.
Montreal 77, Mark Brown for holding.
One big opportunity here for the Flyers. Late in the period, here you see Doc wraps his right arm and left arm around Tippett. Certainly looked worse from the other angle than that one, but I think the referee, from what he saw, at least from up here, it looked like a holding penalty, no doubt, once Tippett got body position on Doc, and the Flyers have an opportunity to grab their third power play goal of this game, and it would be an important one as the Canadians have roared back here in this second period.
Yeah, I mean, it would make it a wash. Start the third period if you could. 2:29 to go here in the second. Start the third period tied and determine the game there. Flyers do win the draw. Tippett back to Drysdale. And now Tippett forced, and he turns it over. As Carrier knocks it out to center. Then Tippett trying to go cross ice again. That knocked down by Evans. And offside called at the Flyers line. Chipotle real difference maker, the speed bursts. NHL Edge stats. Connor McDavid, not surprisingly, number one by a pretty significant margin. Nathan McKinnon, 2, but there's Owen Tippett with 12 of them. He can fly. Now when he gets going, it's fun to watch. He's a big man, too. You wouldn't want to get in his way. Here's Drysdale. Back to Zegras. The line, dishes on the right wing. Cates had a little trouble with it, but got it back to the point. Drysdale back off of the right wing. Zegras waits, takes a look, holds, fires, and he missed the target. Brink to Drysdale, and his pass intercepted by Anderson, who cleared it as far as Drysdale in center ice. Flyers get out of the zone so they can go back in, and Zegras will wind it deep. Brink after it. That's 2 Canadians to deal with. So Tippett comes in to help out, but couldn't get it past Evans. Jake Evans will move it to the red line, send it in, and the Flyers will change units with 55 seconds remaining in the power play. 1:20 to go in the second period. Drysdale will hand off to Konechny, then hand it off to Zegras. Back to Konechny, swerving his way in. Off on the right wing, Dvorak got it back to Konechny. Now all the way out toward Michkov. And then a pass to York. York along the line, having trouble with Newhook. Got it to Zegras, who whips it across to Michkov. Michkov in front, the tip. And it didn't go as Montembeau flashed across. Now behind the net, Michkov knocks down a pass. It goes to Konechny. He'll move it in along. York pitching, but it bounces off of him to Dobson. And now the Canadians move up on a shorthanded rush of 2-on-2. Dobson shot save. Rebound out in front. Newhook denied by Bedard. Wow. Some help from a defender in York. Now back the other way, it's Konechny. Trying to filter that through, could not. Michkov keeps it in. 29 seconds to go in the period. Referee takes a tumble. Couturier with it. Tried to center, blocked. Bounces over his stick. Power play is over. Here's York across. They get it in along for Michkov. A late bid here for the Flyers to try to tie this back up. Michkov from near the blue line. Shot didn't get through. He's got it back again. Sends it in front. Oh, save Montembeau! He absolutely robs Dvorak.
Nice save.
To go in the period. Couturier tries to float one, but that is knocked down to the corner. And then Michkov and Newhook come together. Newhook got the worst of that. Michkov just skates away as the period comes to an end. And what a period for Montembeau and the Canadians. Montembeau faced 18 shots. That could change, but at least 18 shots. Stopped them all. And the Canadians score 4 at the other end.
Crazy. Canadians were down 3-0 or 2-0. 2 or 3-0. Believe it was 3. Now they're up 4-3 going into the third. Bruins tied 2-2. That game should be starting in a minute or two. Sorry, you guys. I had to eat something. I didn't eat shit today. I've been really watching it again. With my weight loss and shit. I want to get that shit over with before the end of the year. I want to hit my goal. I have to stop saying over with. Shit's crazy. I seen them idiots hanging out on the news or something today. Him and the other fucking idiots. That stupid bitch, what's her name? Pelosi. That motherfucker in New York's probably going to be the new fucking mayor, too. That everyone's afraid of. Big time. Big time. Man, it's fucking cold tonight. Ugh. Even today, it was fucking cold. Winter is coming fast. Yeah, it's going to become London, Ace. It's going to become London. On steroids. And honestly, I haven't really like watched a lot of shit on it because I don't like, I care, but I can't care. Like, I give a shit too much. That's why I don't watch it. If that makes sense. That's why I really don't watch it no more because it's just fucking aggravated. Oh, yeah, they're going to be fucking, they're going to become victims. They're going to become victims. I saw some shit where they did a march to Palestine and they were going through Egypt and the people were beating them in Egypt already. Like, we just want to march through for peace. They're beating the shit out of them. And these people are sitting there just allowing it to happen. Let them, like, because they're white, they deserve to be beat with shoes. The fuck? Demento. Yeah, unfortunately, New York is like a lot of people that live in New York City, they're not from New York. A lot of them. They're students, they're fucking, people there for the arts and shit. And it's a whole different fucking, it's just a fucking, it's like a utopia. They're going to try and make it a utopia society.
David Pastrnak trying to take a shot at Schaefer and gets the worst of it, and then Anders Lee gets penalized on this one. And just ratcheted it up from here. Prospect and Scott Mayfield. These last two ended up in Islander penalties, and the Bruins end up capitalizing on one. So if I'm the Islanders, I'm thinking, let's stay physical, but let's do it clean and let's do it between the whistles. Let's put the sticks away. Don't take any stick penalties. Push back with the physicality, but let's stay out of the penalty box.
All right, let's take a look at the Chipotle real difference maker in this game, and I think it was clear that what Bo Horvat was able to do, especially after kind of the letdown there in the middle of the second period when they gave up the goal, was really, really impressive. A goal, 3 shots, he's 8 for 12 at the faceoffs. That's a look at our Chipotle real difference maker, and here's a look at that goal, his 8th goal of the season, which now leads the team.
And this starts with Emil Heineman, just soft blocking in the middle of the ice. You see them getting an angle, great stick. Matt Barzal a little late coming back, fortuitous little bounce to him, and he's one of the best at finding the triangle on a 2-on-1 early at the top of the circles. And Bo's such a good shooter. He's not going to miss from there. Huge goal for the Islanders. They just gave up a goal to go to 1-1, and they were playing much better in that second period. Doing a better job of breaking down the Bruins structure, like we mentioned in the first period. Huge goal for the Islanders. Like I said, stay out of the box, and if they manage to stay out of the box, they'd be up 2-1. But you got a 2-2 hockey game that's physical, it's emotional. I used to love these games. I used to get ramped up for it.
I hope you feel better.
The best of both teams, and the challenge for the Islanders is going to be how are you going to play your game but be physical at the same time, stay out of the penalty box.
I have to tell you, I was so glad.
Hope you feel better, buddy. Just a light night, hanging out, watching some hockey, shooting the shit. Really not much on, but so many people have bought memberships and shit. I wanted to do something.
No. We still want to hear all the details.
2-2, second intermission, almost over. Bruins tied with the Islanders. What's up with that college basketball game? Just started. Duke, Texas, coming on. ESPN, supposedly.
ESPN.
So the third period's getting ready to start. So what else is new, you guys? I haven't been up to much. I had to do a bunch of shit around the house today. Trying to get all the yard work and shit put away before winter comes. Carolina scored another goal, 2-0 over the Rangers. That's going to be going into the third period as well. Yeah, they pulled it out. They did it. You'll get through it, buddy.
The Islanders Intermission Report is presented by Ford.
You're home for the holidays.
Fucking intermissions are so long in hockey. Holy shit. Makes it a fucking nightmare. Let's check out Duke versus Texas. Dick Vitale Invitational. Check out a little college basketball before the hockey game starts again.
Number one is Calipari, but he's got 27 guys that went to the NBA. It's modern coaching. He accepted the job to come to Texas on a Zoom call. Why the injury limit? 5 days after he beat Texas, he gets the job here. Texas with the first possession. Swain kicks it up top. And they get away and stolen away by the Duke Blue Devils, trying to get to the other end quickly in transition. Nick Cody, the sophomore for Texas, starting out on Cameron Boozer. And Boozer plays out at the top. They'll screen him into the post, where he's going to be a really difficult challenge. Isaiah Evans lifting the first long-distance shot tonight. And off target, he led Duke in three-point accuracy a year ago. He's going to be a key man for John Shire all season long. Jay talked about the big guards. He talked about the fact when you look at Mark, you look at Pope, veterans, 24, 22 years of age, and they're going to have to, for them to have a chance here tonight, I really believe, Jay, they got to really excel in that perimeter, no question. Dunbo will pick up the first foul as you get a look at John Shire, year number 4, a new-look Blue Devils team. They've already passed one very stiff test with flying colors, an exhibition game, but it was against number 18 Tennessee on the road in front of 22,000. Well, that game Tuesday went for 24, 23. That was a night like Jay had when he played back in the 80s. And in high school, Mark will lift.
Ooh, tough shot and one. Texas on the scoreboard. Thanks, Tiger. Start of the third period. Here we go.
2 here tonight at UBS Arena. Third period coming up. But first, we answer tonight's hashtag Cadillac Trivia question. Prior to Sunday, the only game the Islanders won in regulation when trailing with under 2 minutes to play came in Winnipeg in March of 2019. Who scored the tying and winning goals? Cal, you thought you knew or at least had a good guess?
I think Hicks mentioned it, but I think it was Anders Lee.
In Bales and yeah. Oh, we're way wrong. Casey Cizikas, Jordan Everly. A couple of goals just over 30 seconds apart. Islanders came back to win that one against the Jets.
Brock was usually good, close to home in Warroad, being in Winnipeg. Maybe that's why the name came to mind quick, Cal.
That's just really sad for me because I was on the ice for the one that Casey scored.
bad line,
it literally just clicked. I can remember the goal. I think it went through my legs. He shot it from like the dot. And then the Everly one, I think, was a backdoor or a rebound chip in. Now I can remember now. I thought for some reason it was Anders Lee scoring both.
I think Leasy was in on the Everly goal. I'm going to do a deep dive tonight.
Well, for both of you guys, like what percentage of the game, like is it like closer to 80-90%?
It's amazing because that.
Here we go, third period, tied up.
Memory flooded right back.
Yeah, I think a really strong memory. If I got in and watched the game, I could tell you what happens next.
Well, it's a memorable second period here tonight.
Bruins.
Both teams with a couple of goals. After scoreless first.
Good forecheck.
Everly assisted by Barzell and Anders Lee, by the way.
Shoot it.
His high-rising shot misses from deep.
Well, intensity way more than the first period. We know the second period was going, but jump from both teams. Bruins really come out here, but look at Barzell go back the other way.
Barzell was socket until
nice stick work.
Back through the play out of sync. Everybody touches up for the Isles, and no whistle, and we're 1 minute into the third period.
Well, it's amazing what a little emotion can do to the pace of a hockey game, right, Hicks? I mean, just the emotion alone is the reason that this is picked up. In the first period, like you said, a little stale, and then one big hit, then they're off to the races.
Anders Lee gains the line, sends it cross ice. Pajot ridden into the glass by Zadorov. Holmstrom trying to track it down. Here's Nadinov instead.
Turnover again.
And had it stripped. Here's Lee. Looks to the middle. McAvoy rides him off the butt. Slides up the slot. Pellick over for Pollock. This one deflects up and into the netting.
2-2, 18-23 to go in regulation.
They're coming up the ice, and we're going to watch, we're going to watch Ryan Pollock right there in the middle. So watch him, and you've got back pressure, but this is how you get on the offense right here. A quick little stick, that turns the thing going the other way. And as you can see, you got 3 Bruins going back the other way because of a great gap by Pollock.
Cal Ritchie centering the second line at the dot there. Can't win it away from Corrales. One thing that Patrick Waugh and Cal Ritchie both have said the last few days that he wants to get a little bit better at. He's in the face-off circle as he plays his 10th NHL game tonight. His second full game centering Palmieri and Drouin. Here's Palmieri. Looking for Richie. Got it through off the stick of Aspero. Redirects. Has some traffic out of the zone. Romanov back after. He's chased down by Beecher. Romanov strong on the puck. And for Palmieri. Took a bump from Beecher. Now the Islanders have a little space. Well, here's that line coming out again. We'll wonder what carryover it has. The big goal by Duclair. This line back out. You know they want to get in on the forecheck, especially Zizekas, especially McLean, and they're going to come up as a group, it looks like here. See if they can hunt it down. Inner peak on it. Pressure by Zizekas. Look it up, and now Yoki Hardy, or rather peak, up the far wall. Castlewood takes it for a skate. Watched by Schaefer.
Ooh, that should be a trick.
Well, that was Justin Kia in the neutral zone, and behind was the other official, Wes McCauley. One decided to call it, one not.
New York number 48, minor penalty for cross-checking.
You know, you're always running the risk. We've seen Mayfield do it today, but this one's different, right? Because they're both pretty much on full speed, and I think it's the fact that Kastelic is going to turn right when this cross-check comes. If not for that, it's probably just riding the hips, and maybe it goes up the wall. But watch Kastelic from here, just as that cross-check is coming, and for an official, maybe that's what the green light was. Certainly wasn't much.
Oh, he hit him with the stick just enough.
Like that sometimes. I think unfortunate that Kastelic was turning it. Back to the kill they go. Patrick Waugh tends to think that's probably not a cross-check.
Bruins got a power play.
One referee called a penalty. The other is going to let it go. And
shoot it.
The Islanders are down a man.
There it is.
To the front.
Oh.
Deflected up over the crossbar. Geeky for Pastrnak. Back door. Geeky saves. Sorokin. Rebound doesn't go.
Fucking just missed.
And here's Arvidsson. Bruins do have a power play goal in this game. This is their fourth chance. They're 1 for 3 so far, and the Islanders avoid. The Bruins go-ahead goal there. Well, the net was wide open for Arvidsson there. He just sailed it over the crossbar.
Another one?
He had the hold in.
Almost.
Arvidsson's got one of the goals in this one for the Bruins. He's
Costa, come on.
Stripped away. Pajot clears. Lindholm back on it. Such a steady presence for the Bruins in all
Oh my God, he
situations.
fucking turned it over almost.
Took it in 1-on-3. Bodied off the puck, and now here's Casey Middlestat. Middlestat over the line. Dusts it off for Pastrnak. They're in close quarters. Trade the puck between the two, and now into the corner. Mayfield rides Husnudinov into the wall.
Oh, come on, keep it in.
Lindholm sticking down.
That pressure has a way of making one guy fumble the puck a little bit, move it when he doesn't want to, and then there's pressure again because it's a green light, and that thing goes all the way down the ice off the stick of a Bruin from great pressure for the Islanders.
Middlestat over the line. Half minute to go on the Schaefer penalty. Only penalty minutes for 3 and 4 in his young NHL career. He's standing up now, chomping at the bit to come out as the Bruins set up. Pastrnak downhill. Low shot, saves Sorokin. Rebound back behind. Penalty down to single digits. Pastrnak threw it on.
Pastrnak has given the puck away so many times.
Four skaters lock horns in the corner. Here comes Schaefer out of the box. The Islanders have possession. Palmieri stretch pass. Schaefer. Horvat shoots.
Fucking asshole Pastrnak. He's having an awful game.
Second of the night for Bo Horvat. The Islanders retake the lead. 5 minutes into the third period.
Well, a great kill leads into this, and I'm just surprised Horvat was able to handle that pass. And there's Schaefer coming out of the box. So as this play comes up the ice, you're going to see this. Palmieri throws a dart. The pass for Schaefer was such a bullet that Horvat bobbled it. Cal, what kind of angle did he have there?
He didn't have anything really. And Zadorov actually did a really good job with his stick. But you see at the last minute here, Bo Horvat's going to dip his shoulder once and then twice. And then Zadorov moves his stick to the inside, and Bo's able to drag that thing just 6 inches and let it fly. And he didn't have a whole lot from Zadorov nor Swayman, but he found a way.
What a release. Just whistled it past the glove side of Jeremy Swayman, and Bo Horvat with 2 tonight has a team-leading 9 goals on the season. And now 11 of his 15 points on the year have come at home, and 2 massive goals for Bo Horvat so far.
He's been a horse, and I think they're probably looking back at that kill as Bob Bugner with Palmieri and Horvat who both hit on that goal. But crazy how quick it will count. You talk about that open net, Arvidsson mess. You can start the period down 1, and you got a lead. Drouin off the face-off. Swayman catches. Hungry to keep it going, and right off the draw. Nice win by Cal Ritchie there. And we talked about his face-offs. And,
I think face-offs in this league are about technique, yes, but they're also about strength. And the one thing as a 19, 20-year-old kid you don't quite have yet is that forearm strength to be able to get under and win a lot of those draws.
Barzell, Ritchie out front. Barzell stopping and starting, trying to shake free of the big Nikita Zadorov. Leaves it for Cal Ritchie. Right back to Barzell. Takes it behind the net. Looks out for the circle, and this one got redirected before Romanov could throw a one-timer at Swayman.
Bruins been down all night.
This one gets through Barzell into the far corner and down for icing.
Pasternak having a rough night for Boston. Has not played his best. Holy smoke, Texas up only 8 points in this game so far.
The 37th of his career. Islanders have been in this position so far tonight. In fact, now the third 1-goal lead. They look to build on it. Important face-off coming up here. Matthew Schaefer, the primary assist. He's up to 11 points in his first 13 games. New player on for McLean. Schaefer in over the line. Had to funnel it through to McLean. That one got cut off. McAvoy finds a way out with a pass to Asimov that jumped over his stick. There's Cizikas back in. The net back in.
Nice.
Shot. Swayman with the save. Corrali takes it for a skate. Asimov. Launched by Schaefer. Player up the wall. McLean. Creative little flick into open space for Schaefer. He'll dump it in. And the Islanders make changes.
Well, what I'm watching here, Alan, you referenced the lead right now for the Islanders. I like it so far. You don't want to sit back at all. There's far too much time. And
Oh my God, we just turned it over again.
Trying to change. Nearly got a delay of game penalty for too many men on the ice. Islanders couldn't take advantage of it. This one's going to find the Isles bench. Just over 13 to go in the third period. Islanders leading by 1 thanks to Bo Horvat and company.
Check out some of the Texas Duke game. 5-3 Texas first half.
And a whistle here as Tony Padilla has a whistle, stops the...
When the Bruins game comes back on, we'll switch back. It's at a commercial.
The shot clock. Texas 19 wins last year. Duke with 35. And Texas did reach the NCAA First Four. They eventually lost to Sean Miller's Xavier team. Miller was hired to replace Rodney Terry at Texas just a couple of days later.
And I thought Terry, in a way, got him lucky. At least 43-20. Because the NCAA tournament 2 years in a row, you lose your job.
Swain airborne, the teardrop, no. He follows the miss and knocks it down.
Stayed right with it. Dalen Swain averaged about 11 points, almost 6 rebounds, and a couple of steals.
7-3 Texas over number 6 Duke.
Guard
rebounder.
Yeah, he really, statistically, he was like leading, and almost there he is.
Nice play.
Line driver and switched in by Isaiah Evans. At 22 in that exhibition win against Tennessee. Really lit it up in that second half.
He's so good coming off those fade screens, Dick. You get picked off, he shoots it so quickly. He's got great range.
I'll never forget the game last year. I watched you. I think he did it. He had 6 threes in the first half against Auburn.
Against Auburn, yeah.
He won that game for them.
But Patrick Gungva set a great fade screen.
Let's go back to the Bruins. Islanders. Islanders lead 3-2. Horvat, 2 goals tonight for them. Arvidsson and Zaka have the goals for Boston.
He's going here. It could be some more to come, but for the Islanders, could you maintain on top and make 14s the winner? I think that would be the ideal scenario, but going to be a push from Boston. They've come out equally as strong as the Islanders here.
Well, it's just about both blue lines, right, Hicks? Getting it over your own blue line and getting it in at theirs, and make sure you don't give them any easy chances on turnovers.
Islanders win the faceoff.
How good this line has been. They've gone quiet so far tonight. Lee, Pajot, and Holmstrom. Middlestat is frisking. Got stripped by Pajot. Mayfield slows it down, swings it over D to D. Sometimes those plays like Pajot just made to break it up, sometimes they lead to goals, like the Heineman play. Other times it just thwarts the attack and gives you a chance to go back in. Just detailed sticks. Takes a big one from Middlestat there was Pajot. Pajot gets wrestled down, no penalty, so we continue on. Holmstrom, those cross eyes, hoping for Mayfield, figured out by Arvidsson. Andrew Peak, room to skate. He'll advance it on for Lindholm.
There you go.
Dusts it off for Arvidsson. Comes in flying, sprays some snow as he cuts back. That's the door off the corner. Here's Barzell. Shoot it off the near wall and out. The door off, right back in. Islanders 6-1-1 this season when they get to the 3-goal mark. That has been their magic number, and they're at 3 tonight. 12 minutes to go. Heineman comes in hard, throws McAvoy awkwardly into the boards. McAvoy went
so hard into the board.
To his skates. He's not okay. Is offside.
So that
was a scary collision there with Heineman and McAvoy. Glad to see that 73 is okay. Hope he stays on the bench here. Long Beach native. Watch this.
That was dangerous. Oh.
Okay. I thought it was his face first. Thankfully it wasn't. He protected himself, but that could have been really ugly. Or suffered that right shoulder injury at the Four Nations tournament last year. Only played 50 games last season.
He took a shot.
Already a part of Team USA's initial roster for the upcoming Olympics. McAvoy, 10 points on the year, all assists. Back healthy and very important for the Bruins. As the Islanders get a turnover, Barzell out high for Pellick. Ryan Pollock, little space. Right back to Pellick.
There you go,
They go at the line. Pasternak trying to steal it, stripped it away. Log jam at the line. Barzell right back in. Takes it wide. Waits for help. Pellick bounces to the bottom of the circle. Goes back to the middle. Heineman with a shot blocked by
Someone blew out a wheel. Bruins got lucky.
Bruins make a change. Islanders going to swap soldiers as well as D'Angelo holds it with 10:50 to go. D'Angelo banks it on for Palmieri. Tried to get it deep, intercepted by Lindholm. Peek around the boards, it's Janot. On for Castellan. Razor mid to the middle. Lindholm shoots it, just missed. Squirts back.
There it is. What a save. Fucking Boston got robbed.
Well, D'Angelo decided to join there. What happened and the reason why Boston had such a good opportunity is because you've got a forward playing defense. As this thing comes out, that's D'Angelo chasing right there on the right side.
So Lukin made a nice save.
Getting beat up the ice and Lindholm. A nice little angle there, but it's not that one. It's Mitten in front of the net. Great save by Sorokin. I mean, he's been sharp. The two that beat him, one was off his own player, another one a backdoor play, seemingly no chance. looking for a little revenge in this game for Sorokin, who was the goalie 1 week ago and took that loss in the 5-2 setback. Played his best game, not only of the season, but in recent memory on Friday in Washington, D.C. David Riddick was great and earned the win against Columbus on Sunday. And now Sorokin trying to help the Islanders pick up the third win in a row. But like you guys have mentioned, Boston come with a push here in the final 10 minutes. Still a one-goal game. Puck goes to the side of the crease. Up the wall for Aspera.
Shoot it.
Cross, Yoki Haru. No lane available, so he rips it deep. Puck thrown out front. Fraser making shot block. Schaefer still loose. And now Kyle McLean will take it out of harm's way. Yoki Haru's pass ahead, broken up. Came on for Sean Corrali. Second stint with the Bruins for Corrali. Centering pass here comes through, fresh up the bench. Simon with a shot, changes directions, and goes out of play. Islanders holding on to their 3-2 lead thanks to Ilya Sorokin. 9.5 to go in the third.
3-2 Islanders, 9:30 to go in the third period. Commercial break. Duke up 14-12 on Texas. Let's check out some of this game. Well, the hockey game is on commercial break.
Off those fades, he really does a great job of getting his feet set, got a high release point, but if he doesn't get that initial action, they can come back and just re-screen on it. That one they slipped.
So 3 out of 4 is shooting it with 9 points. Everybody else a combined 5.
Spain action, try to get Gungba into the low post.
Evans, oh, what a nice dish underneath there to Gungba. Found it. And found him open to the inside. It was the penetration that created an opportunity. You want some help? Give it off.
Yeah, the penetration forces the help to come up. Once you help up, it's over.
8-0 run here for Duke. Both with the feed. Cody trying to make a move, spins, and nicely done for 2. He was a terrific high school player. He's one of the best in the state of Texas. And they got an injured, and that really set him back. But he's really showing something today. He's really making great strides.
Just a beautiful drop step. He knew he had a size advantage over Sarr. And once Sarr got his body into him, he was able to spin off it. Just this baseline drop step. That's what the arm bar gives you the distance. Once he gets into your body, it's over then.
I tell you, UB Brown would love that. UB Brown used to lecture on that at the 5-star camp. The drop step, posted up.
Let's go back to the Bruins Islanders game. Islanders lead 3-2. I believe there's about 9.5 minutes to go. Third period.
One tonight. They've been into it from the get-go, and the Islanders with their third different one-goal lead. Some happy campers. Again, this is a game that has been worth the price of admission, no doubt. The face-off, Zadorov lost his footing. Look out here. Holmstrom has lead. Drops it. Schaefer, Holmstrom, his shot saved by Swayman.
What a save.
He was swimming, and he got enough of it.
Well, I think the Islanders might have got away with one here. A trip, perhaps. Watch Schaefer come off the wall. And, maybe not, actually, as the big man Zadorov fell. And as this comes back to Holmstrom, I mean, I don't know how this didn't come through at a certain angle because it looked like 5-hole. Sometimes that puck just ends up creeping up there, but nice little passing sequence there. And yeah, almost banked right in.
Saw how quickly Schaefer got up the ice as well. He was way behind the play. Here comes Zaka.
Shoot the fucking puck.
He tries to go backdoor. Holmstrom blocked that one. He's hurting, but he'll stay on his skates.
Shoot it.
One-timer Arvidsson. Sorokin punches it aside. 9 minutes to go. Zaka rattles it around. Played straight ahead. Arvidsson with a shot. Caught the stick of Pajot. Skips well wide. Zaka then challenged by Schaefer.
And boy, Arvidsson's one of those forwards in the NHL that can still get his slap shot off like Daniel Huffordson used to do. There's not many guys that do it, but 71 is when you get into the final 8.5 minutes here. You got to look out for him because he gets it off quick, a ton of velocity on it. One of the rare forwards to do it.
Pasternak's going to squeak past Polak.
Keep it in.
For the Bruins in this game, I think Arvidsson's been the most notable.
Yeah, he's
from the get-go, even
Skate,
more so than Pasternak. Barzell settles the puck down, forces it deeper. Horvat in front.
Nice save, Swayman.
Swallowed by Jeremy Swayman. Boy, Emil Heinemann's been great in this game. Just can't buy one, and it's still 3-2.
Well, how about this from Bo Horvat? Watch what he decides to do. He takes away the wall right here. That's the only option, and that creates the turnover. Excellent job, and Heinemann being close. I mean, you can't get much more on it from a tough angle. Just an educated check by Horvat to free that thing.
Good job by Heinemann jumping into that hole, too. I think everyone was concerned with Barzell on the dot, and he found a little space there, and Bo Horvat put it on a tee for him, just couldn't get it by Jeremy Swayman.
Bruins down by 1. 7:55 to
Brings
go.
it around and out. Mark Kastelik was really settled in the third line of this Bruins team. He'll get it deep and then pursues it himself. Moves it around for Lindholm. Tough angle there off the outside of the net. Lindholm tracks down his own rebound. One-timer pushed wide from Peak. Geeky turns, fires it, saves Sorokin in the corner. 19 stops now for Sorokin. He's going to have to make more, though, as turning shot by Geeky. Kicked aside.
Come on, Boston.
Sean Corrali.
Keep it in.
Veteran will play it back to the blue line. And then touch deeper. Peak. Four-man log jam behind the goal line. Now brought up the far wall.
Face the ice.
Morgan Geeky turns.
Nice job.
Surprise Sorokin with that quick wrister. He makes another save, and the Islanders get it out.
Well, 3 times on that sequence, and something to look for. It means you're doing a good job protecting the front of the net when all the wrist shots are coming from forwards up at the blue line, but they can be dangerous as the Islanders look to pick up sticks, but a nice job in their own end on a long one.
Aspero across to Yoki Haru. He'll send it in down the far wing. Angled off the glass now from Schaefer. Settled down by Yoki Haru, backpedaling. Angles it ahead for Arvidsson. Got a piece of it. Now Schaefer settles it down. 6.5 left. Islanders can't clear. Arvidsson floats it into the corner. Schaefer thrown into the glass by Pavel Zacha. Force free. Arvidsson out front, got a shot on. Sorokin turns it back. And a foot race to the puck. Kyle McLean trying to win it. He's well behind Aspero, and Aspero will get there first. Arvidsson over for Yoki Haru. These teams will meet one more time, that's all, here in the regular season. It'll be just before Thanksgiving at TD Garden in Boston. This is the Bruins' only trip to UBS Arena during the regular season. 5:40 to go as this puck comes into the Bruins zone.
Yeah, you can see the Islanders just content to sort of get it to that next level and try to get something going on the other end. Really simple coming out of their own end, which probably favors them. But this is Boston's top group here. You see Pasternak winding it up, see what he can do with it.
Justadino in. Pasternak drives through the circle right. Chance
Shoot it.
through the crease. And then McAvoy. Or Zacha, rather, for Pasternak.
Another one missed.
Heinemann takes McAvoy to the
Oh,
cross.
my God.
Puck squirts out free. Islanders doing what they can to protect the house here.
Oh, my God. Stop looking. What a goal. About time. Holy shit.
For the third time tonight, the Bruins tie it. And it's Marat Husnudinov. His second goal of the season. It's his second in the last 3 games.
Well, some poor coverage here as the Islanders, I understand the want and the need to
Bruins put it across the goal mouth 7 times.
You get 2 defensemen that are sort
Something
of
gotta go.
against the wall, and Heinemann comes over to help out because he has to, right? And they're coming off the wall.
What a backhand diving.
The first line roll tonight.
Diving backhander to score the tie and goal. Got it just off the ice. just over the goalie stick. Good hustle, Kushnadinov. Let's fucking go. 3-3, 5 minutes to go in the third period.
It's never a good look for a team. And I think if
back and forth game.
To back off a little bit and play kind of center field.
Islanders dump it in.
So we're back even 3-3. And it's Palmieri. Mayfield across. Matthew Schaefer steps around Geeky.
Nice save, Swayman.
Swayman fights it off with the shoulder. And then Mayfield will reverse it. Took a hit from Kastelik in order to do so. And now the Bruins up ice. Sean Corrali leads the charge over the line. He's past Miss Geeky, and so Matthew Schaefer, the beneficiary, will settle it down and pass straight north for Pajot. Pajot in. Sprays the snow. Leaves it Pollock. Slapshotting every bit of it. Put it wide. And then it's Pajot. 101.
Another dangerous one. Get it out. Oh my goodness. Gotta get it out. Nice save, Swayman. Come on, help out your goalie. Fuck. Bruins clear it. Islanders right back in.
You can just feel the intensity increase as the second stick off the clock. Here's a home.
Here we go. Oh.
Goes wide. That's too dangerous coming out of the end. It was Middlestat. Just took off. This thing's going end to end. Heineman. His shot blocked by McAvoy. Stick to the corner. Schaefer pitching way in. Mayfield's out of the line. Mayfield.
Easy glove save, Swayman.
And from his knees at first, Jeremy Swayman catches. A little conversation out front between Horvat and Zadorov. 3-3. 3 minutes to go. Islanders and Bruins headed down the stretch next.
Bruins have battled all night. Battled all night. I'll give them that. Had a lot of chances. They're young. They're a very young team. A lot of new players. It's gonna be a learning year. They get in the playoffs, I'll be pretty happy. It'd be nice to see them in the playoffs. Try and do something. TV timeout, tied at 3, about 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go in this game. Oilers lead the Stars 2-1. 4 minutes to go in the second period. Duke up 26-17 on the Texas Longhorns men's college basketball. 7 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the first half of that one.
Pellick, this thing goes up in there. Anderson's so good in these situations, but came back right the other way, Kyle.
Yeah, and this is what can't happen to the Islanders. You can't get two Bruins in behind you and give up a breakaway here with 4 minutes left in a tie hockey game. And Adam Pellick and Ryan Pulak have to be aware that these Bruins are willing to blow the zone. We talked about Pasternak going for a skate. There's a couple other Bruins that have the freedom clearly to get out to that far blue line when they see that puck's going to get turned over. The Islanders got to really be aware of that.
And Bruins tying 3-3 here as we are inside of 3 minutes to go with Kastelik. Tracking the puck down, leaves it for Lindholm.
Oh, nice save.
Stick of Heineman went up into the air, and Sorokin will melt it down.
How about that?
Chase by Sorokin is tough from our angle. You don't know if the puck's about to die or where it's going, but you'll see it go off Heineman's stick. And just great reflexes for Sorokin, making sure this thing's not laying around for the after it's Morgan Geeky in front. Sorokin, you're thinking that one's going into the top corner of the net. You're doing everything you can to flag it down.
Definitely.
Pajot with the face-off win against Fraser Minton, the former Maple Leaf. Islanders clear, icing is the call.
Nice job by Andrew Peak there, deciding to take the slow route back, and that one goes for ice. Just a great win by Pajot. Maybe in that situation, you want firm, hard plays. I like the idea from Ryan Pollock. Maybe in those situations, you just take one stride and see what's there as Pastrnak vacated off the wall, but watch 88 coming off the wall, lined up with Adam Pelech right now.
Minton again, face-off win to Pastrnak. This one deflects out of play. Where is it? Goes up into the netting.
Good call there, Hicks. Pasternak's so dangerous coming off that wall, almost like Alex Ovechkin. Some guys are so good at jumping off that wall and getting a step on the defenseman. He's going to be Adam Pelech's guy, but it's very difficult for Adam Pelech to get in the way of Pastrnak, and he can get it off better than anyone.
Here we go.
Bruins with the puck again, and once more, Lindholm trying to find the front of the net, deflects out of play, and with another face-off here coming up to Sorokin's right.
Yeah, just great sticks by these guys, and you wonder if Boston's going to do something a little bit different after having two of those wins. Maybe a little trickery now, as it's been the same play.
And so we do it again. This time Pajot tied him up, and then it comes down to Lindholm. His shot blocked by Pajot. Barzal couldn't clear. Minton will rim it deep. Only the 40th NHL game for Fraser Minton. Came over from Toronto in that deadline deal a year ago in the Brandon Carlo trade. Lindholm lead pass, glove down in the center by Barzal. Horvat shoots. Save Swayman. That's a similar spot from where Bo scored from it. Similar angle coming from the pass as Barzal laid that thing in for him. And I think in this situation, Horvat's just go, can I use this guy as a screen and pull it through his stick somehow? And that's exactly what he did, as he tries to use Peak's stick as a little bit of a distraction on Swayman, who's square to that one and swallows it up. Well, big moment here for Callum Ritchie being out in the final 2 minutes of a game. He's Patrick Watt talked about, he earned his trust in training camp. Doesn't need to do it anymore, but big spot for him to be put in both ends of the ice here. Down to the final 2 minutes. Third game as an Islander for Cal Ritchie. Could he be the hero tonight? We got a penalty coming up. It'll be on the Bruins. It's high sticking as Jonathan Drouin took one up high. What an opportunity coming up for the New York Islanders.
Cal, that was in front of you. Did you get a look at that?
Yeah, I got a quick look at it. The stick came up. I was just checking to see if I could see any blood here on Jonathan Drouin. Doesn't look like it. Should be 2 minutes.
Boston number 73. Minor penalty for high sticking.
Just the tip of the blade's going to come right in. There it is, and just kind of grazes his lips, and those don't feel good. Even the light ones don't feel good.
Charlie McAvoy says it wasn't much, and I think he's right. Just a little bump trying to obstruct as Drouin goes in.
Bruins are going to fucking fluff this up right here.
Power play to get a look here with a chance to pretty much win it. Under 2 left to play.
Bruins cleared around the boards. Second power play of the night for the New York Islanders. Schaefer drops it, Drouin trailing the play. The motor it out across red, and Barzal angles it to himself, it in. Staying in tow is Peak as the Islanders set up. Palmieri. Down the wall, Drouin. Schaefer across. Horvat.
Oh no.
Spins away from Peak. To the middle. Horvat with a right and shot got blocked. Barzal again. Here's Palmieri. Schaefer has space. Shoots it off the window. Oh, they're paying an awful lot of attention to Horvat. That might open something up for the other guys. Schaefer. Downhill. Shoots it wide. Another one of those no-look shots. His hand pointed straight at Palmieri as he let it go. 42 seconds to go in the hockey game, or at least in regulation. Here's Barzal. Schaefer. The stick blew up on him. Horvat gathers in the corner. Palmieri keeps it in. Schaefer raced to the bench, got a new stick.
Nice
Stole away. Castell cleared it, but catches up. Palmieri muscles it deep. Horvath, the front. Bruin challenge by Zadorov. Bouncing puck gets out. We're down to single digits. Schaefer right back in. Busts through the circle. Drives out.
Nice save, Swayman.
Rebound off the glass and down. That'll do it for regulation, but the Islanders will still have 16
Going to
seconds
overtime.
of play time to start OT.
3-3 overtime coming up.
Got the new iPhone 17 Pro, and Verizon picked up the tab on the best 5G network, baby.
No way.
Islanders still have a few minutes left on the power play. I mean, a few seconds. Duke up by 4 on Texas. Men's basketball. Overtime coming up in the Bruins game.
Ball dropped, though, and Boozer collects it. And on to his brother, Caden. Benya, knocked away. They dominated in that Miami Columbus High School. They just crushed people. He has 4 consecutive state championships. His dad looks on what a great player he was.
Boy, think how many points Carlos Boozer could have scored at Duke if Jay Williams had passed the ball once in a while.
Which, of course, won't be back. He played with Matty too, right?
He did, yeah.
Matty, Williams, and Boozer. Pretty good club.
Chris Duhon, Mike Dunleavy.
Dunleavy on that team as well, yeah. Incredible team. With the national title. 2000, what is it, 21? 2001.
2001,
right? That's
yeah, they beat,
2001, yeah.
They beat Arizona in the final with Richard Jefferson, Gilbert Arenas, Jason Gardner.
Here we go, overtime.
It's came with the push as we expected. Rebound there led to Marat Husnudinov, his second goal of the year. And we are tied 3-3. How about Matthew Schaefer? Late in this one, nearly one in the dying seconds. A power move to the net. Swayman got his pads on it.
Out a few times.
And we are headed to OT for just the second time on the season for the Islanders.
Cal, Cal just shared with us, that was Anders Lee's stick. That wasn't even his own as he broke his and came off.
It wasn't his stick. He went to the bench just to grab one. And
Bruins have won both of their overtime games this year, if I'm not mistaken. Four on 3 for a couple more seconds.
Lindholm will knock him off the puck, but it comes down low. D'Angelo. So we're back to 4 on 4. Even strength until the next whistle, and then we'll go to 3 on 3.
The Bruins are in overtime too.
And now McAvoy, who came out of the box onto the ice,
Come on,
settle it and find Zaka.
End this fucking game.
Zaka ahead, Pasternak. Drags and shoots, and then this one deflects out of play.
Nice job from D'Angelo there. There's bait for Pasternak saying, come to me and make the first move, and I'm going to do something else. But Tony's been around for a while. He's seen a lot of 88, just composed, holding his lane there, and now we're back to 3 on 3.
That's cool. They built the whole public skating area for you guys out there. That's awesome.
Now the Bruins, this is the third time they've headed to OT, and both of their games have been decided in this 5-minute 3-on-3 session. They are 2-0 this year in overtime. Holmstrom ahead, Pachot. Look out, Patrick Waugh's head nearly got taken off.
He's still got it, Patrick Waugh. The reflex.
My goodness.
Good thing he still doesn't have the reflex to get in front of it.
Yeah.
Wow, that was close.
Oh, that was off a one draw by Pajot, too. Just sprinted up, and the grenade just bounced right off.
It was Ray Bennett, too, the new assistant coach who's in charge of the power play, among other things. He had to dive for cover as well. Thankfully, that puck went right in between. Ray Bennett and Patrick Waugh went off the glass, and everybody's okay. So it's Holmstrom, Pajot, and Polak on the ice here. As we are 1 minute into overtime. 3-3 game. Pasternak leaves it for Middlestat. Those two are joined by McAvoy on the Bruins.
Oh, that's a penalty. No penalty?
Is irate.
Wow.
Oh, with the McAvoy call, you figure you might get one yourself to put the game on ice. That was awfully close to a trip. Astronaut in, circles back away from Pollock. Busts it off from Middlestat. A minute and a half into overtime. 3:30 to go. Middlestat delays, feeds it out high. Astronaut. Challenged by Pollock. Pollock is right there on his hip. McAvoy trailing. He's to the line, and Fraser can catch it and take it out. Now the big thing is a change now. Can the Islanders get off? There goes Pajot, Holmstrom as well. Brian Pollock's still been out here quite a while. He's at a minute 16. No chance to get off for him. 2 minutes into overtime, 3 to go as the Islanders force a turnover. And Kyle Palmieri settle it down. Pollock is turned back by Lindholm. Sharp cut the other way. Palmieri in over the line. He's bothered by Husnadinov.
2:30 left.
Here's Schaefer.
4-on-4 in overtime.
Here's to watch Matthew Schaefer at 3-on-3 overtime. He slips past Husnadinov.
Oh, 3-on-3.
Schaefer for the win.
Easy.
Made Swayman. It's like he's playing a video game. Oh, goodness. Barzal, Schaefer, Horvat.
Nice job, D.
Away by Murat Husnadinov.
Good job by Husnadinov.
He's a forward. The tying goal was off of his stick, and nice job on Horvat. Tried to go inside out. Schaefer has come off the ice. Adam Pellick is on. So it's Pellick, Barzal, and Horvat. The Bruins cough it off at the Islanders line. Pellick ahead for Barzal. Leaves it for Horvat. Horvat in, delays, and leaves it for Pellick.
Get on him.
Here's Barzal. Stick handles and looks. Cuts back. Horvat. Already has 2 tonight. Barzal. Breaks places with Pellick. Horvat. Barzal.
What a save, Swayman.
Swayman. Off the very top of the glove and wide to the corner. What a stop.
Gotta get it out.
Here's Zadorov ahead, Arvidsson. One-on-one with Pollock.
Nice moves.
The backhand, right? Pollock
Good
does
D.
a nice job to keep him away from the blue paint. The Bruins keep possession as they work it out to center. 60 seconds
Minute to go.
McAvoy looking for Pellick. Ripped one short side, put it off the glass.
Come on, Pasta.
Careless with it, so Pasternak skates on. Pasternak with 42 to go.
Shoot it, McAvoy.
Long Island native sends it down the wall for Zaka. Zaka pops to the middle. McAvoy. Backhands it behind the net. Zaka chases it down, 25 to go. Pasternak across. Loving the one-timer was McAvoy. Simon Holmstrom gets to it.
Didn't hit it square.
McAvoy.
Nice save.
Sorokin, rebound still available, and Sorokin has seen enough.
Wow.
With 11 seconds left. Wow, Sorokin stayed sharp up until the very end, and this one gets turned over by Holmstrom and trying to survive. Pasternak just so deceptive. Feathers one in there, and great save, and they just wanted to end this. And how about this play by Barzal? Slaying there, Pellick's in the area. Those three had it going, but this was, for me, the play of the day. I think you've got young Schaefer against a really good defenseman in Lindholm when this place erupted. You could sense it when he picked up the puck, and he's back out here with 11 left. I don't know if that's enough time. I don't know if I should doubt him, but the all-important face-off. See if Drouin just swats this thing to the wall. 11.1 left. Minton against Drouin. Drouin with the puck off the draw.
Gonna go to a shootout unless the Bruins choke.
One last push. Home run feed ahead. Missed everyone. Off the end ball, and we're headed to a shootout. Second shootout of the year for the Islanders. First shootout of the season for the Bruins when we return. Who's going to blink next? Swayman and Sorokin. It's been fun so far. Shootout next on Long
3-3 shootout coming. Fucking Boston battled their balls off this entire game. You can tell they're just not used to playing together yet. A little bit. They had to do something. The shit last year wasn't working. See if these guys can fucking do something in the next year or two. I just want to see improvement. I'm sick of being fucking bad. Last year was fucking bad. So, here we go, shootout.
In Philly that day, Simon Holmstrom was the only one to score. That's the game that ended the Islanders' winning streak at 4, but pushed their point streak to 5. We'll see who Patrick Waugh calls upon here in this shootout against the Boston Bruins tonight. The Bruins headed to their first shootout of the year after winning their first 2 overtime games in that 5-minute segment.
Oh, it's Holmstrom coming over, and we wonder if we're going to see that patented move, the one we did see in Philly, or these goalies study film, right? Maybe it's going to be something else from number 10.
So Patrick Waugh wants to shoot first. He sends Holmstrom onto the ice, who had the shootout goal in Philly. And here comes Holmstrom, the 4th-year NHLer. Slowly delays.
Nice save, Swayman.
I think that's the issue. When you have a beautiful goal, the video is out. So you go, I got to do something. I got to disguise it maybe. I'm not going to go to that one right away. Alafrance Nielsen, you got to have 2 moves, and this one, Swayman all over it.
And on the same setup.
Middle stack.
Yeah, the same look coming in with 2 options on that
for
goal.
Boston.
The lefty, Casey Middlestat. Takes it wide. Slows it, Sorokin. Goes backhand. And Sorokin.
That was terrible.
Just excellent patience. You're moving at slow speed, and you got a quick goaltender, and those don't add up well for Middlestat as Sorokin just stays with them. Nice little juke and almost had Sorokin, but that bottom half of the ice just completely taken away.
It was a good save.
Honest hand in this hockey game. Bo Horvat had 2 goals with speed. Slows to a snail's pace.
Oh, he hit the post.
The post, and it kicks out. Cal, you've seen that
Way to
many
take the
times.
angle away,
Changes
Swayman.
that speed, and what a shot he has.
He's got a great shot. I think this is the move for him all the time. And, you know, the ice isn't great out here, and not just here, but in most buildings, they do a little shovel scrape. But a lot of times these goals, it's hard to beat them with a layup deke. And I love coming in, slowing down.
Who's the Dean off?
Here's the 23-year-old Murat Husnudinov, former second-round pick of the Wild.
Come on, dog.
Waits.
Yeah! 1-0 Bruins. Husnudinov with the first goal of the shootout.
And Jonathan Drouin is next on. He must score.
And this is a guy just taking advantage of the opportunity he's given.
Nice little shake.
Sorokin blocker side. Let's see if Drouin can keep this thing alive.
A save or a missed shot wins the game.
On the stick of Jonathan Drouin. Between the circles.
Nice job, Swayman.
The Bruins win and come from behind.
We'll take it.
4-3 the final. And that's a tough hill for the Islanders to swallow.
Islanders kind of, they didn't give the game away. Boston kept fighting. It wasn't pretty at all. Swayman had a big third period. Really played well all night. One of the goals might have been a little fluky. Both goalies played pretty well. There was a lot of chances.
Look back at the course of 7 days, and the group opposite of you in the Boston Bruins took 4 points off of you. And who knows what those are going to mean at the end. Obviously, comes down to the skills competition. Islanders don't get the benefit in that area, but it was a game.
That's big because the Bruins now have beaten the Islanders twice this year. If some weird thing comes up with the wild card, if the Bruins play well enough and the Islanders do as well, where it's close, Bruins will own a tiebreaker against them. Being up 2-0 on the year. What's up, Iz? Big W. Big W. Duke up 32-31 on Texas college basketball. Minute to go in the first half. I want to see what's up with the end of the Oilers Stars. Maybe watch a little bit of that for a minute or two. If it's not at an intermission. Last time I saw it was 2-1 Dallas. 2-1 Edmonton. And it still is at the end of 2. See if that game comes on in the next minute or two. If not, we may call it a night. Draisaitl's got a goal. McDavid's got an assist. Yeah, a win's a win. It's going to be a up and down year no matter what. But for the team they have out there, if they make it to the playoffs, it was a good year, in my opinion. I think them winning tonight puts them at like a game over 500, which isn't great, but not the worst either. They're 8-7 on the year. Montreal 4-4 with Philly. That game went into a shootout as well. I haven't seen who won yet. See if I can check it out quick. Philly led 3-0. Then Montreal went up 4-3. Now it's 4-4 in the shootout. Let's check this out.
Speed, and he scores again. Trevor Zegras beats the goalie clean, and it's 1-0 Flyers in the shootout.
I think Zegras is looking for either low blocker or 5-hole when he comes in. And he makes the decision at the last second. It's 5-hole. He's so good at it. What patience.
Cole Caulfield, 42% for his career, 2 for 6 last year. He's going to go next. Lenard, ready for him. Caulfield, wrapping up his 300th NHL game with this shootout attempt. Nearly comes to a stop, and is stopped by Lenard.
Well, Vladar is so big that he can be inside the blue paint and still be imposing to a shooter. Good patience. It's hard to stay patient. You can see he went down with the right knee, but still somewhat upright and made a good save there.
Matvei Michkov can end it. He is 5 for 9 in his career, 2 for 2 this year. Weaves his way in. Michkov for the win. Save.
Nice save by the Canadian goalies.
Are still alive.
And that's the one where, kind of like Zegras, Michkov's looking low blocker. This is where Michkov kind of changes it up. He either goes low blocker or he goes 5-hole. Michkov tries to go low blocker, Montembeau with the answer.
Suzuki must score to keep the Canadians alive. 11 for 30 in his career. The Canadians captain on his way in. Work it from the left wing. And he couldn't
what a save.
He deked Vladar down, but Suzuki couldn't finish it. And the Flyers win the hockey game.
Beautiful.
Another shootout victory for the Flyers. And they come into Montreal and knock off one of the hottest teams in the NHL. 5-4 is your final. This one will feel good for the club.
Well, we now know that
nice.
Dan Vladar can get it done in the shootout just like
Sweet,
Sam
dude.
Earson does. Suzuki, he had Vladar moving, but he loses it off the end of his stick. And the Flyers, who had plenty of good opportunities in this one, hung in there with a big third period goal. They survive overtime and they get it done in the shootout. Much to the acceptance of the coaching staff, and a big 2 points for the Flyers.
Yeah, I kind of knew he was going to, Tiger. People are that stupid. People are that stupid in that city. All right, you guys, I'm going to call it a night. We'll see what's up for tomorrow night. If not, we got Thursday night football coming up. I will catch you guys mañana.